You see how the bag started the show? See how Dan
got the chip. He got the chip.
Dan's chips just started this show.
That's crazy. I didn't even get to say anything. Like, man's want to sit up there and open up chips, the crisp chips.
Bro, I just got home. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
you look like a black British person, as if you're like Jamaican white, but from somewhere from the UK.
Yeah,
for me,
that's kind of
crazy. In it,
you're
white, in it.
You get what I'm saying, in it. You get me, eh?
Listen, bruv.
Broken Macon.
He said, bruv. Listen, it is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, episode 158, Dynamic Swerve. We ain't gonna keep you guys long because it's not a lot really to talk about. I think
me being in the elite has never been so disappointed as I was. That's all I'm gonna say. I am elite, and nobody gave me the memo that we were gonna do the nonsense. So,
yeah. I mean, well, we definitely gonna have to talk about that because what the heck?
Jungle Boy was supposed to hit me up or something. My boy Jack did me wrong.
You might not know.
He might not know what's going on. He might be somebody that you might see in the next couple weeks. You don't know.
The same.
The wild card. You know.
Yeah, the wild
for like
card,
2 years, for like 2 years in a row. You know.
So let it be. It should be Jack Perry. It should. What is? I don't understand.
What, for the wild card?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, technically, it should be MJF, but he just went on national TV and said he ain't doing it.
Kimmy. Yo, first of all, MJF is having a hard fall off this year, and if y'all don't want to admit that, let's keep watching. Have him have one of the hardest fall offs in wrestling history this year.
He says,
I mean, I can't say nothing. I'm just gonna let it cook.
Why keep not? Saying that. Nothing.
I'm letting it cook. I'm letting it go. I'm gonna let it cook.
I already know why John let it cook, because he got a idea what's gonna happen next.
No, John's ideas never happened. He thought Swerve's.
Why are you lying?
No. Some of your predictions happen. Your ideas don't. He thought. he thought Swerve was going to be joined by a bunch of nobodies nobody cares about by him, and about 1,000 people that watch Ring of Honor weekly. None of those nobodies helped Swerve, by the way. None of them. He thought MJF was going to get back his group of nobodies, and they were going to be the group of nobodies again. By the way, none of them have come to his aid. He almost got jumped by a bunch of black guys like it was jail last night. Nobody showed up.
Wow, that was wild. Okay,
that's one of the predictions I was talking about. But okay,
listen,
told y'all he ain't got no backup.
I mean, I got no comment. How about that? That sounds like a better idea to me. I got no comment on it.
As long as you stop saying let it cook, because in the next week don't nothing happen. It's like stale food at this point. Like,
wow, that's crazy. That's
stale
crazy.
Food.
Okay, stale food. Heard. That's what we're doing. Listen, tap in, share this live. You know what I'm saying? And we are now live on IG. See, the one thing I hate about this is that we have to go live first on here, and then we can go live on IG. It's very weird. It is very weird, but listen, we got a lot to talk about in such short time. Even though there's not a lot to really talk about. But it is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, episode 58, Dynamic Swerve. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend, tag a friend. You know what I'm saying? Share this live. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get started in about 2 minutes. Let's say 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start like the 6 minutes in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else had a good week?
Yeah,
so far so good, bro.
I'm dropping an album on my birthday on the 19th. Everybody, I'm in an EP. Everybody look out for it. It's going to be fire on my birthday.
What's the name of the album?
Philippians 4:19 on 4:19.
Okay.
And did my feature did my feature make the cut?
No, it didn't make this one.
Okay. You know what? You and me, you know what? I'm about to come out with a diss track on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
We already got to make another song. We have to make another entrance, another theme song for the show.
That's true. We definitely will. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? It's been a while. I mean, I love the Wolfpack theme song.
Kimmy, why you have a good week, Kimmy?
You know what I'm saying? Kimmy, you have a good week? What happened to my favorite midget?
Was it Jay Uso's promo?
Well, all Kimmy has to do is start liking white men. She don't want to like Dan's. And I don't know why.
Wow.
Because we're white. We crazy. We do stupid shit.
Because we're white. What?
Oh,
because we do stupid shit.
She started liking white men. She'd have somebody to come take care of her right now. A white man would pull up. A white man would pull up with some saltless soup. You wonder how there's no taste.
You know what?
No seasoning.
Call Brady. You know,
this man said the saltless soup. Like, what the hell is saltless soup? Please
That's
explain
the
to me.
shit I've ever
What
heard
is saltless soup?
Brown water. That's what it is.
Exactly.
And knowing white people, we would burn the water.
I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing it. How you burn? You know what?
See,
at this point,
yep. See the questions you asking? Kimmy don't know.
Every time I ask a question, I just get hit with more like why, like Joe Button voice.
Oh, she's open to it. She's open to it.
No,
you had the flu. No,
she's open. What's she open to?
You know what they say, Kimmy? They say once you go white, you got it right.
What is wrong with you? What? Whoa! We are not co-signing that on this damn show. You got me. No, sir.
Happy birthday, Kevin. We out here. It's our month. You heard?
Shout out Kevin Grady is my guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Is that 6 minutes? Yeah. All right, bet. So I'm still sharing it, but we're about to start this.
7 now. 6 is an ugly number. Y'all got 40 more seconds to go tell a friend to pull up.
Yes, man. It is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, episode 158, Dynamic Swerve, and we are here normally every Thursday, 7:30 p.m.-ish. You already know what time it is. Let's go.
Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
The following program is rated TVMA for mature audiences only. I tried to tell them not to curse, but it happens. Welcome to the Wolfpack. Paul Nash 6, we the real click. Real trio hit me with the tag, and I'm still lit. Ric Flair in a leer, that's a real flip. We the illest, and I don't even feel sick. Pockets on swole, that's a buff bag. Well, so many bars, what's in a cell? Hell, money in the bank, what you call that? Bail, we some street prophets, tell them hold that. This is a hot take, you pancake. Wolves in the air, it's the handshake. I'm stone cold like when you hear the glass break for the mouth. That's a little bit of healing face. Sweet chin music, it is not bad. I'm about to hit job with the hot tag. Ask Kent, keep him with the star where the wolves at. 7:30 every Thursday, it's the wolf.
Here's a hot take, the opposition's dead, man. No pop, burning down the industry in darkness where the curb stops. Some sharp shooters in your house, we the hitman. Let's treat whoever was no shade kid, you's a big fan. Name another better, doesn't matter, we don't rock with hate. Strictly for the culture and our nation, cause we dominate. Wanna brawl, we all in, and don't care who we gotta face. Toss them off a balcony like New Jack and give a smiley face. Little extreme, but for my ooses, we on go time. Pushes over the end, somebody yowing, that's a bloodline. Unapologetic, totally non-stop, we cross lines. Got Thursdays in a death lock, somebody tell them it's showtime. Real honor in this pack, we the foundation. Final countdown, yeah, we got the crowd waiting. Every Thursday, 7:30. And the show is stacked. Go and run and tell a friend we back. It's the Wolfpack.
All right, we are here, y'all. It is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. Is your boy the woke heel. Well, I should change his name to the hooded heel. I'm back in my hoodie form, even though I don't have my
call yourself the Fro heel.
You know what? That's right.
You said the faux heel, like FAUX, like the fake one? Yeah.
Cool. Oh wow. This is how I come back.
Faux
word.
Okay, bet. It is the fro heel, the fro. You know what I'm saying? The fro hooded heel. You know
The
what I'm
faux
saying?
heel. The faux.
I'm the real heel. I'm the real heel, so I don't know what you're talking about. It was good, T.O.
Yo, T.O., when you start on your show, I'm on one tonight, and I don't even know why. I'm on one tonight.
We all on one. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, T.O., when are you starting your show? Because you were supposed to be starting your side show. And Forster got 9 shows. You ain't start the one.
That's making, bro. Hard work.
Facts, though. You ain't lying. Listen, it is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. We are normally here every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. ish. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, on Instagram _ at the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. You guys can click the link in the video description. You guys can scan that QR code right there. We're also on Twitch at WHOISQU3Z. Or you guys can click the link in the video description or the bio so that way you can access all of our content. So with that being said,
Theo was banging in the comment section. He called us as Reds.
He said coloreds.
Nah, I feel like he called me the color red.
And the coloreds. Okay. Oh, there's the color reds. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, he banging.
What's up, my coloreds and Dan? Dan's a colored.
Yo, T.O., don't be banging in the
He got a tan. A farmer's tan. We got a tan.
Just put your wolves in the chat for the Wolfpack. Yeah, start putting wolf emojis in the chat.
I like that. Yeah, put the wolf emojis in the chat.
Put wolves in the chat for the pack. Ooh, put wolves in the chat for the pack.
Ah, let's get it.
We just got a new slogan. Yo, put wolves in the chat for the pack.
Is crazy. Oh man. All right, so I'm still sharing. My bad. So just to let everybody know, we are live on my personal Facebook. We're live on the Wolfpack Facebook.
Theo is still banging.
We are live. He is. We are live on the YouTube for the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. Which, by the way, if you guys are not following us on YouTube, make sure that you guys go and follow us on YouTube.
Also, put wolves in the chat for the pack. Stop playing.
Put wolves in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
We also are live from the Statement, which is Dan's podcast. And we are also live from the Twitch, and we are live on IG. So we are live 6 different ways.
Don't share T.O.'s banging. Who's doing that?
I can't. I really can't. You know what? Y'all are hilarious. So look, what I am going to do, though, I am going to drop this comment in the chat so that way you guys can make sure that you guys go to our YouTube and subscribe, due to the fact that Facebook will delete certain videos after a certain time. So if you guys want to be able to watch all of our old stuff, you have to go to YouTube to check that out. So with that being said,
YouTube put wolves in the chat for the pack.
I do like that. I like that.
Put wolves in the chat for the pack. I love that.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt.
That's yes. Put on a hoodie for me.
So without being anything further, we're gonna play a quick couple of games real quick.
This dude, why are you Dan? Stop posting T.O.'s comments.
Wow. So now wait. Dan, who hasn't been looking and paying attention to the comments, is now paying attention to the comments, just banging in the chat. Okay, heard you.
Look. It's 1 week y'all say he don't do it, so he making sure he do every
single comment.
You don't want to hear your mouth this week.
Listen, it is what it is. So, boom. Who was your first favorite wrestler?
Y'all know this.
I mean, I'll go first. I told you how I got into wrestling. I'm going with Taker, bro. And that's because I seen him sacrificing people. The first time I've ever seen wrestling, he was sacrificing stuff.
I don't know. Dan's grandmother, the fabulous Moolah, was one of my favorites.
God damn.
What?
You mean the pimp?
Y'all already know mine. Y'all know who mine is.
He ain't even on here.
I know he's not on here, but I don't have to pick from this list. You said who was my first favorite wrestler.
You're right. So yours is Junkyard Dog. We ain't even got
right.
we already know that heels. Sorry, I'm calling him heel because
all the heels. HBK, you heard? Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, best outfits, best entrance music, best entrances, Mr. WrestleMania, bestseller. Any hater is a hater. Shawn Michaels.
The man who lost his smile and found it again, and then found God.
So he did. Enforcer. It don't gotta be anybody on this list. I mean, you can make your own. You know what I'm saying?
Sadly, he's on here, but I was a kid.
I know it.
I was a horseman.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say. I was gonna say.
You saying Ric Flair right now?
I thought you was gonna talk about Terry. I was gonna say, man.
No, Hogan used to get my ass whooped because I used to rip my shirt and I got my ass. I ain't have to rip my shirt with Rick and them. They just was doing bad things and winning.
I only did two moves when I was younger. I either super kick somebody because Shawn Michaels, or pump handle power slam because Ahmed Johnson.
Now, whoa! Not an Ahmed Johnson reference on this show.
Yeah.
If I got a second, I gotta say Stone Cold because I used to stun people in high school. So,
I mean, I would say Stone Cold for one reason.
Warrior was good. He was energetic.
He taught me a very good thing.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would have said, DX, but
he taught everybody. No, that got me whooped too.
Well, I mean, Triple H taught me that, and then how to not see color. Yeah, Triple H also taught me how to not see color while wearing color, but that's a different story. With that being
said, wow,
that got a lot of views. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes,
you're welcome. All right. So with that being said, release one, sign one, and what's the last one? Let me see that. Oh yeah, push one.
I'll go ahead. Bye, Logan. I'm hiring Bobby back, and I'm pushing Carmelo Hayes.
Okay. Enforcer.
Damn, I'm about to say the same thing.
Releasing Logan, signing Bobby, and pushing Carmelo.
But if I hire Bobby, you got to hire the entire syndicate. I'm sorry.
All star.
We're going to release Logan. We're going to sign what? This is the WWE.
Yeah.
Moxley, and we are going to push Andrade.
Wow.
Hey man, be careful. You mean people DMs too,
That's a little different. All right. So
are you signing Moxley just because of the Shield?
No, I'm signing Moxley so that way when he does dumb things, WWE can make it look better because they have a bigger budget.
Wow. All right. So if I'm releasing somebody, it got to be mid-event Jey Uso.
You're releasing Jay?
If I'm going to sign one, it's going to be the greatest wrestler alive on this list, which is Adam Copeland. And if I'm going to push somebody,
trolling, bro.
He's trolling.
You need to have a troll alert when you start doing stuff. I swear, it need to be
right. Don't worry, Dan's going to make one. Dan's going to make a troll alert. All right. So all jokes aside, Logan. Yeah, you got to go. If I'm signing one back to the WWE, as much as I wanted to be Bobby, it's going to have to be Mox. It's going to have to be Mox. I got to see a Shield reunion one time so that way they can go and euthanize their kids in NXT, if you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm always going to talk about him. And as for pushing somebody, I mean, if I got to be honest here, it's got to be Carmelo. I'm not trying to push the guy that can barely speak English. Sorry. I'm not going to push the other guy that could barely speak English, apparently. Sorry.
The best pure wrestler in the push list is Andrade. And if we're going to give someone a chance to wrestle, I want to see Andrade.
Over Chad Gable?
Chad Gable does cool feats of strength, but as far as wrestling, Andrade's a better wrestler. What are we talking about?
Well, see, all right. So now you got me thinking. If we're talking about WWE, you can't have Bobby because they're not going to push him.
Well, he just signed. It just said sign. If they push him, it just said sign.
Okay.
All right. So
Cope
let's
retired.
get on this hot take of pancake. So Kylie Ray came out and said, motherfuckers
Kylie Ray,
way
the
too
girl that
comfortable.
wrestles on Evolve. Okay, continue.
Wow. Kylie Ray said motherfuckers is too comfortable criticizing wrestlers when they've never stepped foot in the ring. Hot take a pancake.
Wow.
From her, pancake.
Pancake.
First of all, you need to learn how to stay in the fucking ring instead of going to AA meetings.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kylie Ray, you've been wrestling.
I'm back. I don't give a. I'm back.
Hey, Kylie Ray, you've been wrestling for 7 years, but you're on Evolve.
We only got 15 people in there.
With people that have been wrestling for 7 months.
Talk to us.
What are we talking about?
Are we tagging on her? Are we tagging up?
Yeah,
It looks like it. Like.
Because that's a stupid thing to say when you barely can stay in the freaking ring because you got emotional problems and stuff like that. We felt sorry for you, but now you want to say stupid stuff like that.
Of course, she would be the person to say that because she can't take any criticism. It'd be like, I didn't like your hair. Oh, I'm taking a break.
Oh, I need a hug.
Here's my thing. I feel like she has a point. She has somewhat of a point. However, I'm not gonna stop talking about the Nepo Queen. Okay, I'm not gonna stop talking about the Nepo Queen. I'm not gonna stop talking about Trick Williams' bad whack ass finisher. I'm
talking
sorry.
about the Decepticon?
Yes, I'm talking about that Transformer.
Okay.
Well, listen. Okay, first of all, here's the thing: the Nepo Queen.
Hey, you're gonna have to show us that.
The Nepo Queen admits she's a Nepo Queen, so you're not really talking about anything.
I can't wait till we get to that. I really can't till we get to that.
The point is, Kylie Ray, who can't take criticism on her choice of breakfast, is trying to tell me that I can't criticize. Like, that's what the media is for. That means you don't want media, so you don't want promotion. You don't want to be known. Well, you don't want to be known. Excuse me. I apologize.
Are you talking about the Waffle House order?
Sunny side of Trump.
Man, y'all can't be hating on the Croffle Waffle, man. Come on now.
Y'all gotta chill. All right, so boom. One thing that I'm gonna say, this is another hot take of pancake. Rob Van Dam. Wow. So Rob Van Dam ended up saying, if your perspective was that you think I was bashing AEW, boom, you're wrong. Raise your hand if that's what you think. Okay, now I didn't bash AEW, I wouldn't bash AEW, and it seems to me by far the worst part of AEW, and I hope this quote gets picked up, is the fans on IWC. The fans are so ignorant. Now, I would say hot take a pancake, but this is an absolute
Rob fan.
Like, what's in the middle? What's in the middle of a pancake and a hot and like
a crepe?
Okay, it's a crepe. It's a motherfucking crepe. But here's the thing with Rob.
Wow,
he gets smarter the more dope he smokes, bro.
Yeah, that's my thing. You came from that whole generation. The reason why people were getting on you is because you had a problem with John Moxley getting dropped on his back. Dropped on the spikes, and you saying that that's not wrestling and yada yada, all this stuff. And then people found you when you had that match in TNA when you was holding up Janice, and now all of a sudden, you forgot about that. But
find the footage where you seen RVD land on that spike. Not holding it, land on it. You're not gonna find no footage of RVD landing on no barbed wire. You might go through some tables, might go to a chair,
but might get some tags. Yeah, I think that's tags. Yeah,
but not spike 2x4. So, and this is I'm kind of like looking at all the ECW guys that's really bashing that spot, like especially like the Tommy Dreamers and the Ravens and even Mick Foley. I don't think he did though, but you know what I mean. Is those the ones that saying the most stuff about that spot that we still talking about that happened like 2-3 weeks ago. So, and like you just said, you you came from ECW where the fan base in ECW was cult like.
RVD doesn't remember what he said yesterday. Why are we still talking about this?
I mean, you're not lying.
I mean,
well, someone must have reminded him because this when he said the first thing was like a couple of days ago. So someone would say, "Look, this is what you type. This is what you type." You better respond.
You said that. Like you said that. No one else said it. You said that.
Carmack says
hi, man.
You're like, what?
What does RVD know about real? Nothing on his wife is real.
That's a fact.
I mean,
that's true. Katie Forbes is a nice lady. That's built like a plastic balloon, but that's besides the point.
Nothing on her is real. If she ever took a bump in the ring, she popped.
What's up?
Boom. This one should be funny. I saw this. Right, and I already know this is going to be a clip. So let me just say this right now. This is more likely going to be a clip. So just wait. All right. So hot take a pancake. This comes from Google Ledu Mata. Sorry, Google Ledu. It's Google M. Google M. GM. Okay, GM. He says when NXT released Cole and Riley, everyone was heartbroken. When they released Bobby Fish, silence. No one called it a tragedy. When AEW signed Bobby Fish, did y'all rejoice? No, you barely noticed. You only cared if it meant seeing Adam Cole, Strong, and O'Reilly together again. Fast forward to 2025. Now that the boys are back, holding Let's Go, now suddenly everyone wants Bobby back. Let me get this straight. When he was available, you ignored him. When he was signed, you didn't support him. When he was released, you didn't care. But now that he's gone, he's a missing piece. Y'all don't want Bobby back because he's great. You want him back because the picture feels incomplete without him. You don't miss Bobby, you miss the era, and the era is gone. So, hot take a pancake. Who here, not even a hot take, who here misses Bobby Fish?
I was just about, who the fuck, man? Bobby Fish is looking older than he did 10 years ago. He looked old back then. He's not done looking good. Does anybody miss Bobby Fish? All-Star, do you miss Bobby Fish?
I don't miss any of them. I'm like Britt Baker.
Hey, I was going to say something like that, but you got to it first. Good, I mean, he just won gold. Never mind.
She actually tweeted him. She tweeted him.
Yes, she did. Here's the thing. Yes, she did. Here's the thing. Don't nobody care about no Bobby Fish. The most relevant he has been is when he showed up in TNA. He did a promo and it was dead silent. If you don't remember, folks. Where's the lie?
The person out of this whole group that's connected to this group that's on TV the most is Marina Shafir.
Oh, ain't that a bit?
Well,
that's crazy. Dan, did I ask you was he still married to Roderick? Because I forgot.
Yeah, she's still married to him.
Oh yeah, he's still married to her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's petting.
We know who wear the pants.
Wait. Why you say he's still married to her? She's not married to him.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly.
She is him. She's a shim.
She's the breadwinner.
Her check is bigger right now. She's on TV.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she's but she's petting Yuta. That's fine.
That went way that way.
All right. So on that note, we'll see you guys.
It's like a little toy fight
countdown. Yeah, we got the crowd.
The first one tonight. Thank you, Dan.
Well, thank you, Dan. Thank you. So boom. Let's get into it. The Dynasty review. And Dynasty was this past
no glazing. No,
we're not gonna glaze.
We're not gonna glaze. We're not gonna glaze. So first things first, 0 hour. I mean, come on.
All right.
Come on. The place where JD from New York was like going ranting and raving like in the comment section because I saw him, you know what I'm saying, crying, looking like a little Mark, you know what I'm saying, even though he crashed out on the internet, you know what I'm saying, because of what happened at the end of this event. But we're gonna talk about that later. All right.
Yeah.
The only thing to talk about really is
the return.
Max Caster's open challenge.
Yep.
And
wasted on a pre-show.
Yo, the homosexual Captain America is like.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
Fire countdown. Yeah, we got the crowd waiting every Thursday.
We need a counter, and we need a counter every time. Every time we have to end the show.
We're only 30 minutes into the show. How many?
2.
No, it's been 3 or 4 so far.
But,
oh my gosh! Oh my!
But
Now that
like
you think
Dan,
about
like
it,
Dan
now I
said,
cannot
this
get,
was a
he
waste.
looks like an American gladiator. I can't get it out of my mind. Thanks, All-Star. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The 5-tool player has returned. You know what I'm saying? And
Yo, name the tools. Name the tools, Ja.
I thought they misspelled stop.
Why are y'all talking about his tool?
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing it. I refuse to at this point with you, okay? But the 5-tool player is back.
Yeah, he looks like an action figure wearing a crop top. Could you imagine if Captain America wore a crop top? That would be crazy.
Yeah, it's bad enough you already called him the gay Captain America. Like, what is? Jeez, bro. Like,
you know it's bad when you can't even spit the word out.
I'm trying not to get canceled.
He looks like.
Oh,
really gonna keep this picture up? Do we go still keep talking about this?
All right, no, we're not gonna talk about him. All right, he won the match. He's back.
It was just waste on the pre-show. It was a waste on the pre-show.
I mean, listen, most people really thought it was going to be Josh Alexander. It wasn't. But at the same time, I was happy because, you know what I'm saying?
Most people did not think that. You thought that. Once again, like I keep telling y'all.
No, there were some people, you know what I'm saying, like along with me.
Ideas job he having.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we fantasy booked it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? The 5-tool player is back in business. You know what I'm saying?
Name the tools.
We're not talking about the dude's tool, okay? Let's move fast.
I'm not going to sit up there and talk about how many tools he has. I don't want to know about the tools that he has in his bag or the tools that he has at home.
Ask Daddy ass.
Why couldn't his vest cover his whole chest? Why are his nipples poking out?
Take the picture down, bro.
Take
the picture down, bro.
I mean, Prince did it. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
you compare him to take the picture down.
What? You compared him to
blouses?
You said blouses. I'm weak. All right, so boom, Dynasty 2025, and man, oh man, where do we begin?
I enjoyed it.
The first match was Will Ospreay and
that dude that All-Star doesn't want to recognize.
No, I know who he is, but nobody knows who he is.
That's hold on. I was not here last week with Damon. Let's replay what he said. He said, real wrestling fans, hardcore wrestling fans know who he is.
Thank you.
Well, people that don't watch, that's casual, don't know who he is. Well, this week, I hope they know who he is now. At least got idea who he is. That was a good match.
Can we be honest?
Yeah, good.
AEW PLEs or pay-per-views are also for hardcore wrestling fans. Regular people are not spending money to watch wrestling when it's free. I mean, not saying all of us do. Shout out to Discord, but it's not happening. So he gained a little more familiarity from the match. The match was a great match. I'll give it a 8.
Oh,
really?
I mean, I think that's all it was supposed to do anyway. Like you just you said last week.
It was a showcase match.
It was a showcase for him.
Yeah.
We all knew not to win. I'll give it an 8.5.
Glaze.
I'm giving it an 8.
It's a 0.5, you hater. Damn.
It's 0.5 a glaze.
I would have gave it more, but he did need to slow down some. So
yeah.
I would have given it a higher rating, but I gave it an 8 because he was being coached how to slow down.
Thank you, Willis.
Thank you, Willis.
But I will say this: that man had counters for Will Ospreay that I have never seen anybody really counter. So, tell me when I'm telling lies on that. That boy, I think Kevin Knight is going to be a major star in this business. If you guys didn't know who he was, this is the perfect time for you guys to get to know who he was after this.
Stop jumping out the window by saying this stuff, because in 8 months from now, you'll be like, it's because he's black. They won't push him. When he becomes the Montez for the AEW, I don't want to hear nothing.
Well, get used to him. You should
join the crew. You should join the crew.
Get used to him right now, because he's about to go back to Japan for the Super Junior. So
yeah, he is. So
he signed it both.
The next match, was the Hurt Syndicate versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. 6.
You say 6, I say 5.
I say 5.
I say 5.5.
Mid.
Can I be honest? I'm glazing a little because it's my favorite song in wrestling right now. So when I get to hear that record, I pop. Like, I'd be like,
we heard people. We heard people.
Like, you know what I like? What I like about it is it's the crowd getting to it.
Yes.
Even when it stopped, they still singing it. I get that. But my thing, the only reason I gave it 5 because these two, Big Bill and Brian Keith, was not the original team that's supposed to face them.
No.
And they just put it together real quick. Big Bill did his thing.
Big Bill looked strong. He looked strong.
Who was the original team?
Huh?
Who was the original team?
Murder Monster.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Because Monster. I forgot. Yeah. Brian Cage got injured.
Yeah. So
at indie show.
Yeah. So it was like a substitute match. So
was he wrestling the 5-2 player?
Okay, so the next match, Mercedes versus Julia Hart. I'm glad I deleted the picture because he was going to end up putting it back up. Mercedes versus Julia Hart.
5.
I actually liked it. I'm giving it a 6. I liked it.
7.
5.
And I'm not a Monet fan.
7.
And I enjoyed it.
5.
Minus the they didn't have any really chemistry in the beginning, but 7.
6. It is.
There. That's what I knew him for. That's
they
what I was like.
The entire time, even at the end, you had to hit Julia Hart with 3 backstabbers. Julia Hart. Julia Hart.
The girl is a fighter. What you mean? We've seen Julia Hart take some shit.
They're trying to put Julia Hart in the space that she's not supposed to be in.
Not yet. She's 22.
Right. They're building her to a spot because you got to. Because we only know 4 or 5 females right now in the whole
Britt's
roster.
gone.
40.
Britt's gone. Soraya's gone.
I mean,
you only know, of course, Timeless Tony. You had no choice with no Mercedes when they could keep throwing it in their face, and you know that big Amazon woman. Name now.
It's also a 5 because I hate that when you know someone's going to win, this don't make it so obvious. Like we never thought Mercedes was losing this match.
No,
not even during the match did I ever have a point where I was like, "Oh, are they going to give this to Julia?" Like never.
Not when you look at the bracket. So you look at the bracket, you like, "Oh, they setting up for Athena and Mercedes."
Yeah, but I mean, I've been said that. My whole thing is when we get to Dynamite, I got to talk about that because
that was boring for me.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same thing with Kevin Knight. We knew he was not gonna win that match.
No,
but hey, good showcase for him.
Yeah.
After that, we had the Death Riders versus Rated FTR, and
match was shit, but the ending was phenomenal. I give the match a 4, but the
match
ending,
is a 4. Thank you.
The match was 5. I'll say 5 just to be nice, but the ending is a 10.
Yeah,
I just want to say that those are 3 mid matches in a row. I'm just putting it out there because I know I kind of caught some glaze earlier when I was on social media. So let's just
say this though, and I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this. The FTR breakup was better than the New Day breakup.
It was
exactly what FTR did to Cope. That's what the New Day should have did to Big E.
FTR didn't break up. Nobody who looked at those 3 like a New Day. You're wilding. You're wilding. Your point is trash.
I'm saying you're like you say over there. You're still a New Day guy. It don't matter. Look, all I know is Big E should have got a concerto. Big E should have been pile drived. Okay, you should have got his neck snapped.
Bro, you are
okay, I'm saying he should have got hurt. Okay, matter of fact, sick the Hurt Syndicate on him. He would actually got hurt.
How many times is Edge going to get concertoed to go take a break with his family?
He can't bump.
How many times?
He can't listen. He don't got to bump. Concerto. There we go. Do something. Hit him.
How many times are we going to see Edge go out with a concerto and leave for months and come back?
Every single fucking time, besides when he breaks his leg.
And the funny thing,
that is lazy writing. Like
the funny thing about this is we all know, or we got a feeling. I ain't gonna say we all know. We got a feeling what they're trying to do with the Edge and Christian reunion. Or how about this? I thought about this for a minute. Because like you just said, every time Edge got to go out, we got to do a concerto to the neck, or we got to do a power driver or something like that. If he come out as Brood on AEW television and bring out Gang Girl, I'm gonna freaking go the hell off.
Oh Lord! Oh please don't! Not again! Not again!
Exactly.
Not again. We don't need the blood spots. That whack ass blood spot that he did. Not again.
Adam Copeland is a failed experiment. That's it. I'm done with it. Don't tell me nothing.
Overpriced.
Don't give me nothing. Figure. Adam Copeland is a failed experiment. He should retire. I'm done.
Timeless Tony Storm versus Megan Bay.
That's all right. I'm not gonna
9.5.
No, I'm not gonna glaze. This was a 6.5 at best.
Oh, you're wilding.
You're about
put him on.
You're on your own on that one.
You're wilding.
I mean, that's
you're on your own on that one. Like you.
I love Thomas.
I thought Megan Bain was going to win the match 3 times, which means it's a good match because I thought Tony was literally losing 3 at 3 different points.
That last sequence,
how was that a 6.5?
Listen, that last sequence was insane. She literally should have lost. Tony Storm should have lost. She won with a big package. I can't call it a small package because Tony Storm called it a big package.
That's right.
She won with a big package. Pause.
Call what it is. It's the big package.
She won with a big package. Pause. But the fact of the matter is, Megan Bain, you know what I'm saying? For someone like Billy Ray who called her green, I'm just sitting there saying she took Tony Storm to her freaking limit. Completely took her to her limit. She should have won that match. And I honestly almost believe that she almost really won that match.
Not only that, how many people you know that when Tony Storm did that darn hip attack to the corner, got
up like nothing happened?
Tony Storm is a 5-tool player.
Well, what?
She might have 5 tools to play with, but
hallelujah. I'm sorry.
You know what? Here we go again.
Fire countdown. Yeah, we got the crowd waiting. Everything.
For that match, I'm gonna be with All-Star. Bae should have won, and she's still strong. So you know it's a rematch about to happen.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's gonna be another match. Yeah.
Dan, I'm really surprised you didn't enjoy that match.
I didn't enjoy it.
After 4 subpar matches, you didn't enjoy that match?
Why didn't you enjoy the match?
I just thought it was mid, bro. That's just my opinion. I just didn't like it.
That is your opinion. It is.
No, man, you're entitled to it.
That's what's the problem.
It's a vanilla opinion.
Y'all know I love Tony Storm.
Did you call it the vanilla opinion also?
I said his opinion was vanilla. Vanilla is an adjective.
Okay, got it. By the way, shout out to that breast milk ice cream that's coming out. We're still waiting on, that
I'm still waiting, bro.
That chocolate flavor, you know what I'm saying, that Cambodian flavor. And I actually want that spicy Asian flavor, the Philippine flavor. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That little Latino Asian going that little mix. Call it Tres Leche. If you want that crackhead flavor, you get Rocky Road. Anyway, so with that being said, the next match after Thomas Tony Storm and Megan Bain, Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe.
That's a 9 to me. That's a 9.
It was a good match.
Chemistry. Those boys got chemistry. I love it.
I would definitely give it a 7.5.
8. I'm
Which
with an
match?
8.
Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, I'm going a 7.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason being is because honestly, and like this is where I'm going to end up getting to. To tell y'all the truth, they definitely had way too many matches on this card.
Oh yeah,
way too many matches on this card that should have been left for Dynamite. I'm just going to be straightforward. Like that match right there, that was one of the matches that should have been left on Dynamite. Okay, I'm just saying. The Mercedes and Julia and the Will Ospreay and the Kevin Knight for the tournament, that's not a problem to me. But you guys inserted Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe, and that should have been on the Dynamite. Just saying.
It's a problem. Mercedes and Julia could have been on a Dynamite. What are we talking about? And Chris Jericho
you can't have your
and
TBS
Bandito,
champion not on them paper.
and Chris Jericho and Bandito should have never even happened. Bandito should.
Yeah, well, that's the next match. So Chris Jericho versus Bandito. What do you guys?
And hey, not non-applicable.
4. I'm being nice.
Not applicable.
I'm not gonna be nice.
I'm being nice. All right, you don't want to be nice? 2.
2. It was a 2. A 2.
I won't be nice either. You want to know what I'm gonna give it?
0. Oh yeah, that works.
That's a negative.
Because y'all playing with my fucking intelligence with that. Because I'm trying to understand something. We'll get to it later, but I'm trying to understand something. You had the match, you ended the match, and then shenanigans happened afterwards. His sister and his little annoying ass mom came to the sidelines and was doing all this cheering and crap. You know what I'm saying? Because they restarted the match. And I'm just like,
by an official who wasn't even in the match. It wasn't her match to call.
Thank you. Now, I understand that AEW's rules is having like 2 extra referees just in case. But when the fuck have you guys done that?
Do you remember what I said when that shit happened?
Bro,
they didn't need that spot. He could have won straight up.
Yeah.
They didn't need that spot.
No.
Was that a creative decision from Chris Jericho? Because he got creative freedom too. Or
if he really did,
he gotta have it because that was a stupid damn.
No, I'm stupid
match.
The only thing I could think of is because Chris Jericho has a lineage of being the mass collector.
Yes, yeah,
he do.
So other than that, I mean, there's no real reason for him to have won that match.
No, but I'm glad to get the belt off of him though.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but you didn't need all that.
No, I'm just happy he's no longer the champion.
Chris Jericho and Edge are both Canadian. They should just go back.
Chris Jericho's from Long Island.
Not the botches that was happening in that match too.
Yes,
that dude botched his own move.
Yeah. How you botched the 21 pledge? Now I listen. Shout out to Chris Jericho on that part for trying to make it seem like he had some type of like defense on that, but real wrestling, we saw what happened. He completely overshot that and could not go back. Bad. Now, honestly, Tony Khan, keep Chris Jericho away.
No, with Adam Copeland. Stop. Both of them can go together.
What is your issue with Adam Copeland? Like, what did he do to you?
He's trash too. He's too old. Go home. What are we doing?
There's no more, bro.
No, the only one that's come from that era is still good in the ring is Christian.
The only person,
Christian was a better wrestler than Edge anyway.
Yeah, that's a fact. But get them out of here, bro. Like, what are we even doing? Like, and then the Power Ranger comes out and celebrates with Bandito.
I don't know why. I was waiting on that one. It's
his brother. His brother can't come and celebrate with his other brother.
His brother's name, what? Gravity.
You can't let your secret identity out because now
we got Hologram, Gravity, and Bandito.
You forgot Commander and Beast Mortos.
And Beast Mortos.
Yes. And now Beast Mortos
and Dralistico.
Beast Mortos is going to come after Bandito because he knows he's the brother of the Power Ranger. That's messed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So we're going to have the Western Power Rangers versus battle mode of Goldar.
What?
Okay, got it. Heard you. So with that being said,
it could be Rita Repulsa.
You know what? Watch your mouth. Anyway.
You know I'm a Power Ranger guy. I'm Super Sentai guy.
I know. That's why I'm like, watch your mouth. Don't talk about her like that. All right. Adam Cole versus Daniel Garcia.
Oh my God.
Charity case.
5.
Charity. Oh, you know, fucking up. It was charity. You finally left Brit. We're gonna reward you.
In her city.
In her state. Yeah. Kind of weird, like you left WWE because for her.
This guy came in dressed like the Witcher, and he's not even as thick as a sword. Fucking dumbass. It's a 4.
5. Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia, and everybody else who's around the ring. It's about 5. Five tools.
Yo, you gotta stop.
And you keep talking about tools, you don't get somebody excited.
So I'm gonna give it a 6.
Wow, really?
I'll give it a 6.
Because Adam probably wants some gold.
Yep.
Your honesty is great tonight, John. Like I really applaud you for your honesty tonight.
No problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like trolling today. You know
I feel like he's setting us up for something. That's what I feel.
Oh, it's coming.
What is y'all
it's
talking
coming.
about? Why are y'all doing this? Like, y'all listen. Why does everybody
traveling from temple to temple? I know something's coming. Pause.
You know?
No, it was actually a Witcher. It was the Witcher.
All right. So with that being said, Kenny Omega versus Ricochet versus Speedball, 10.
Fucking 10. Excuse my language. 10.
10, double 10, triple 10. 10.
Don't care. It's 10.
It's a 10.
Thank you.
Okay. Just match of the night. Stole the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Last match. It was just a match of the night because there were 5 mid matches. 5.
It was only there's 12 matches in total, including 2 on the pre-show. So
and that's no, uninclude the 2, 5. Half of the
you
show
uninclude the 2, there's 10. So yeah. Yeah. So the last match, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland.
There was nothing wrong with the match.
Can we say this for a minute? Can we stress this for a minute? As a wrestling fan, I was mad. Not for the story, not for whatever they was trying to do. I was mad because I really want Swerve to win. I want my damn title belt out this briefcase. I don't know how I gotta stake that shit. But the match as a fan, I wanted Swerve to win. They said they had a plan that he was not gonna win. Cool. But it got me as a little kid, like a fan. Everybody else that was mad about it because you didn't get what you want, your predictions was wrong, that's on y'all.
Yeah,
that's on y'all. But that match
fantasy booking
was
masters.
Slow. It was dragging. I yawned at least 10 times in the match. And when we got to the finish, it went all over.
I just have one question. This is one. How many people were involved in this match?
Good Lord.
Can we name the people?
Yes, let's name them. Cardio, Willa Euler, Pop, the Ops, that's 6 right there. Adam Hangman Page, and then the lights went out, and the young cops came back.
Dan, get ready to put the alert up.
9 people.
Oh, he's triggered.
9, bro. Every single AEW championship match, there are 30 people who get involved in the match. Since MJF and Adam Cole has happened, every time this belt is on the line, there are 30,000 people in the match. It was just Christian, Edge, Swerve, every time. There's never going to be a regular match. Every time. They're not even Roman Reigns and bloodlining this. Like, at least if you're gonna do that, do it every 3 pay-per-views. Like, oh, Moxie's gonna defend it tonight, and 800 people are gonna come out, and that's why he's gonna win, because there's gonna be 800,000 people who get involved. But every single month.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm not doing that. He don't like that either. I was gonna say he don't like that either.
No, do that. No. But you know, I get like Dan might know where I'm going with this.
Look at all the
most old schoolish thing they do in wrestling, but this, like Arsha said, this is overboard. Like, bro, this was find every little sticky way to get out this darn title match.
It's convoluted. They're just putting people on screen to say that they were on screen. They try to make Swerve look. I get what they were doing. They're making Swerve look strong, but they want to keep Moxley with the belt. I get what they're trying to do, but they can't keep doing the same shit over and over.
Dan, they're trying to run 5 storylines out of one match. They're literally trying to run 5 storylines. Like, how did Marina and Willow not show up? Why? Where were they?
I think Willow's injured.
Is she really injured?
Either that or they forgot their cue because they were the only storyline missing from the match.
Willis, to answer that, he got mad for that shit too.
Yes, he did.
It's not like he's playing fair. He got mad for that shit too, and he keeps the same energy. It's stupid. He has, and to answer that, that's I think what they saw because he's supposed to have a long title reign. So get ready for some more title
shenanigans.
Like
so here's my thing, okay? Because I've seen a lot of people, and I've been called, the guy that apparently is on AEW's defense team. Okay, I'm not, but I am going to sit here and say this though. A lot of people, when this first happened, there was like, "Oh, this doesn't make sense. This is da. And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, well, to me, it makes sense. I mean, I'm upset about it because I want to Swerve to win. However, storyline wise, this makes a lot of freaking sense. I didn't understand where people were saying that it doesn't make sense. I'm like, the last people that they were beefing with was Team AEW, and he did mention that as well, but that's neither here or there. It's the fact that we know for a fact they don't like Swerve, even though they tried to bring him into the Elite, and he told them no. We know that already. So obviously they're going to try to cross him. Why would they want him to win? Why would they want him to win?
Hey, everybody, watch this. Hey, John, who is Swerve going to get for backup?
Dear God, don't say Hangman. Don't you say
no. Hangman. Well, here's the thing. It could have been Hangman. However, afterwards, after this went off the air, all right, because there's a couple of things we got to talk about after Dynasty went off.
Jock so, was the only one on this show.
No, it was good. It was good, X.
Four of us.
Bro, so
don't be a 5-tool player.
You know what? Stop. So here's the thing that we gotta talk about. So
change your name.
As far as the ending, okay.
What do you said?
After the show, him and MVP shook hands. So now they're thinking that Swerve is going to get the Hurt Syndicate behind him. I don't know. That's neither here or there. But
boo.
The one thing that everybody kept talking about after the show went off live and everything is comments by Swerve after the show. Now, here's the thing, though. Yeah, he was like, fuck Booker T. That's the only thing that people saw was the clickbait. They didn't see him talking about how he's been fighting for diversity and all that other good jazz. They only heard the fact that he said fuck Booker T. And then Booker T decided that he was going to respond to it because of his name trending on Twitter. And then he started saying that he would never big up Swerve again. He was like, that was a big mistake, that apparently that took away from the pay-per-view and all this other nonsense and jazz. Then Vlad comes out and responds and says he doesn't like for the fact that people are blaming him for the reason why Swerve and Booker T have beef. All I am going to sit here and just say this. Fuck Vlad.
Can I have a question? I have a question. Yeah. You say he's been fighting for diversity, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. He has not been fighting for black people. I want to let people know the difference. He did not say I've been fighting for black people. He said he's been fighting for diversity, which makes sense because his wife is Lily White. Continue. What are we talking about? Swerve Strickland ain't nobody's pro-black nothing. Shut up. Wait. I don't have nothing about none of the nonsense. Booker.
His girl wrestled on that night.
His girl is Caucasian. His
girl is a Renato.
Did you know Swerve Strickland was married?
Is he?
Did you know that?
I mean, is he?
Yeah. Did you know that?
I mean, is he?
Did you know that?
Listen, is he?
Did you know that?
I mean, Dom is married. What does that mean to me?
No, he's not currently married, but he has a baby mama. Did you know that?
Of course, she's black.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Look, shout out to the black baby mother. Even though he made a song, about he was with a chick once before she was black and ugly, and people got all upset about it. But it is what it is.
Music? That's crazy.
No, I heard the snippet. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem. I mean, listen, some girls are black and ugly. I mean, what can you do? Some girls are white and ugly. Some girls are Spanish and ugly.
How can he say somebody's black and ugly and tell me he's champion? See what I'm saying?
We're awesome about it. Yeah, we're a force ago.
Let Eminem had said, he did.
He did, yeah. Foolish Pride. You know what I'm saying?
But come
Good
on,
song,
bro.
by the way. Good song, by the way.
Stop.
I'm a troll.
Swerve is too. Swerve, don't try to capitalize off of the fact that you found an Uncle Tom and Booker T to try to make yourself seem more pro-black. Chill out, bro. Chill out.
That's wild. See, listen, I'm just going to sit here and just say this because this is my whole stance on it. I don't know what happened to Enforcer. Maybe he'll be back. But this is my stance on it. It's just weird to me watching people stand up in arms for Booker T when they just was hating him for the past decade. It's kind of very weird to me. It's like I hear the fact that, oh, well, Swerve went on a white platform and then he threw a black man under the bus. And I'm like, so what you're telling me is that Swerve did to Booker T what Booker T has been doing to the black community for I don't know how long. He always throws us under the bus. So now all of a sudden, because it was done to him, now all of a sudden you guys are all upset. Oh, Swerve's this, Swerve's that, Swerve's corny, yada, yada, this and that. Swerve picks and chooses when he wants to be black, all this other stuff. And I'm like, so does Booker T. But now all of a sudden we totally forget that because you guys have all this animosity towards Swerve still because of that snippet that came out and because he said, fuck some lists. Whatever the case may be, I don't know. Dan, you had something to say?
No.
Oh, okay. I did you actually?
No, I'm just sitting here. I'm nodding.
No, okay.
Dude, it's crabs in the barrel. That's all it is.
And honestly, that's good. Listen, I'll be straightforward. It's from both sides at this point. And my whole thing is about the whole fuck Vlad thing. And it's always gonna be fuck Vlad. That's besides the point. It's the fact that a lot of people are still saying it's because of the Vlad thing. That's why they mad at Swerve. But I had asked this question, and this is just a real quick. I know how you guys
I see ugly white people every Thursday.
I see ugly. Thanks.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I just have this question for the panel, okay? Because everyone keeps saying that he should have never went on Vlad, yada yada, right? So cool. We're gonna take Vlad out of this equation. Say he went on a different platform. We'll say, for instance, Breakfast Club,
the Jennifer Hudson show, and he got to dance down the runway.
You gotta chill. I was gonna say the Breakfast Club.
He went to the Breakfast Club. Nobody don't talk about that interview.
Mm-hmm. Now say, but what if let's just say he went on there and then they asked the same thing, or they said the same thing, and he gave the same answers? Would people still be mad? Because I don't think the problem is the questions, and I don't think the problem was the answer. It's the platform.
Yeah,
that's all it comes down to is the platform. But us being how we are, we're not looking past we're not looking past everything else. We're just looking at the platform. You gotta look past the platform. The messages and the questions, honestly, was not that bad. It was straight honest from him. He told his truth, and then he basically didn't say it came from him. It came from the fan base that literally is now turning on Swerve when they were just saying the same stuff for 10 years. 10 years. I don't understand it, but maybe I do. Because we're going to get into some wrestle topics.
I just want to say this. I want us to stop making heroes and villains out of everyone. Like, so Swerve be himself. He's not the black champion. He's not a Uncle Tom. He's not a Booker T. Not being a Booker T doesn't make him an Al Sharpton, though. So relax.
Bars.
Like just let that man be who he is. Like, and he said he's not even wrestling for long anyway. So definitely enjoy the
5 more years. I'm definitely enjoying it.
He is a gifted talent, and I like to go off for the wrestling anyway. That's not saying that I'm okay with any group, not just black people, being underrepresented. Whether it could be women in wrestling, which it has been. I mean, nobody talks about the fact that Samoans don't get any of this treatment. They pretty much run wrestling from the indies to WWE. But and maybe Triple H, who doesn't see color because they're brown, thinks he's doing something for black people. Anyway, it's just Swerve is not the captain of the blacks. He's not the captain of the black wrestling squad. None of that stuff. Like let Swerve be who Swerve is. He got beef with Booker T. We all have beef with Booker T. He's Booker T. Yeah, we all got beef with him.
But I'm gonna say one thing, bro, about that. When you say you got beef and all that stuff, I think the fans are just making this bigger than it should be.
Of course they are.
For a fact, for example, NXT, they took the whole "We Come For You" to now "Swerve, You Come For You" chant. This past Dynamite, you got people in Baltimore saying, chanting Booker T's name while Swerve's in the ring. Like y'all making this bigger than what it is. Because I'm telling you right now, they was in Richmond not that long ago under the same roof. Nothing happened. Nothing. They was not that far from each other. Booker T, Stan was over here. Swerve was down on the same area. Nothing happened.
And Booker T, you need to stop lying. You need to stop lying saying that you confronted Swerve and all that nonsense, because stories is coming out that you didn't. So you need to stop that.
No, he stayed in his booth. He signed his autographs. He took his pictures. Now you gotta remember what he said. He said he was ready for the smoke. Yeah. That's what he said. He ready for the smoke. No smoke.
So you was ready for the smoke, but you didn't even go towards him. But you go on your platform and then you sit there and lie and say, "Oh, I talked to Swerve and I told him what I feel."
I also want to be very clear about something too. I don't feel like Booker T represents WWE or Swerve represents AEW. Like anyone making it a tribalistic thing is just that, tribalistic. And there is the issue. There is the problem. It's as if people enjoy being divided by something that necessarily doesn't exist. I don't care what you watch. Like, what does that have to do with anything? If somebody doesn't like Swerve, it's okay. You like Swerve, let them not like Swerve. Let's not attach something to it. Booker T does not represent WWE to me. Like, and I'm a fan of both companies. So that's like, well, I'm a WWE, like
Facts.
AEW. He doesn't represent WWE to me. And Swerve doesn't represent AEW. Swerve represents Swerve, and Booker T represents Uncle Tom. And that just is what it is.
Stepping from the Django.
But to add to your point, these same fans that are sitting there and when Booker T's there and they're like, fuck Swerve, they'll go to an AEW show and say, fuck Booker T. It's like you guys look to be offended. You want to be offended. You like
I just want everyone. I just really want us all, and I know we said it, and we've been saying it for so many years that I think it just gets to a point for me. Like, by the way, put wolves in the chat for the pack. I need everybody put some wolves in the chat for the pack. Thank you for joining us tonight. Put those wolves in the chat for the pack. Like, it gets to a point where when it comes to the WWE versus AEW thing, like when do we realize that if we decide that we don't like an opinion by somebody and we decide, oh, mostly GCW people say that. So now it's, I don't like GCW fans and I'm going to champion whatever it is they're hating on. And that's what it becomes. We're not even necessarily fans of what we're being fans for. We just know we don't like the people that don't like it. And that for me is where is the point that I'm talking about. It's like some of us, maybe you're not even really a WWE fan. You just don't like that people like something you don't like. Maybe you're not really a AEW fan. You just don't like that people like something you don't like. And that's weird. Stop being weird. That's weird.
That's how I've always been for the past 6 years. For the past 6 years. It hasn't been this ugly since until AEW got here. We had TNA, we had Lucha Underground.
Wait. Not to cut you off.
No. I know where you're going.
I'm a TNA guy. I'm an TNA original guy. I seen it. I went through it. Okay.
Let me finish. Because I know you're gonna go there. I said that for a reason. Let me cook for a minute.
Okay.
But it hasn't been like this to the point that you're now you hating when someone say good things about a different company. You got to find a way to pour, excuse my language, shit on their happiness. Like when you say you're a TNA guy, they probably said some shit like, "Oh, TNA would never match up to WWE," blah blah. Yeah, but they didn't shit on the wrestlers. They didn't shit on the wrestler you was talking about. Yeah, they didn't shit on Samoa Joe. They didn't shit on Kurt Angle.
Yep,
they shit on AJ Styles.
They did. He's just a flippy guy. He's just a flippy guy.
There'll never be anything.
It was bad. It was bad back then, bro.
Not like this. Because I was.
This is worse. You're right. Yeah, this is worse.
It wasn't like this. It's worse. It wasn't like
worse. This is worse. When you bring racism into it, when you bring in people's livelihood into it, you get personal. It's worse.
And you know what's the sad part about it? Can I be honest with y'all? That's super sad. Is that you know you're a fan of a wrestler that's on this other organization you've chosen to hate, right? You know you are. So now you're literally either lying and being hypocritical and still watching the product so you can follow your favorite wrestler, or you stop supporting something you actually like just to prove a dumb point that you're going to stand on something because somebody else doesn't like it. And
like I said,
and clip this for the tribalistic ones. And tell them the next time you want to say, oh, I don't like AEW, I'm a WWE fan. I don't like WWE, I'm an AEW fan. Just know this. You sound stupid. You sound stupid.
Multiple times we have said on this show, enjoy wrestling. Because honestly, I think a lot of people forget that we did not have this. We almost lost all of this. Not even just 5 freaking years ago. And that's the problem with folks. We actually were able, but remember that they actually had, and we joked about this at the time. Remember that they said that that wrestling was an essential business, was an essential job during COVID. That's why they kept the WWE open in Florida. That's why they kept AEW open in Florida. Do we not remember this essential business?
That's how big wrestling is. They said it was essential. It's essential entertainment. Like they can't cancel it. Like they can't cancel an NFL season. Like it's that serious to America.
We almost lost all of that. So for the fact that we still have it now, and then it's as big as it is, and yeah, I get it. People said that the competition is good. The competition is great. The competition is great for the simple fact that we don't have to have wrestlers lose their job and not be able to support their families. They can go to another promotion and pick up where the fuck they left off at and still be able to grind and work for their hustle and their dreams.
And now it's even bigger than that. The wrestlers that aren't getting TV time can now go wrestle on other programs or with other promotions. And that's any company.
It still be with the same promotion. It still be with their main promotion.
It's over 60 wrestling organizations just in the States alone.
That have TV deals. That they're on some kind of form of media.
They got TV, some type of platform where they can show their show on, and you could get work now. We talk. I ain't gonna talk about 5 years. I'm talking about 20 years ago. 20 years ago, we only had 3.
That was ECW.
No.
WCW.
No. WWE, Ring of Honor.
That's right. Yeah, that's 2000.
That's all we had.
Listen,
now we got all these independent companies. We got more the independent companies now that have been out for 20 years. Not even independent. They got their own TV spots, all that stuff.
You even got one of the biggest
20 years ago was 20. Wait, I forgot 20 years ago was 2005. I'm old. Okay.
Yeah.
You even have New Japan holding events in America like Bola and different things to give people more opportunity. The opportunity is crazy.
But here's another thing. Without AEW coming into effect in the world, being birthed, you wouldn't have these crossovers that you have right now with AEW, New Japan, TNA, WWE. It was just WWE, and it was shit. It was shit until competition, boom,
made everything change and made it all better.
And let's say
now, look,
let's say
talk about the new kid. Talk about the brand new kid in AEW.
Okay,
he signed to New Japan and AEW. That's never been done before.
Takeshita signed to DDT, New Japan, AEW. Think about this. AEW just opened the door for WWE now. Because WWE never had a wrestlers wrestle anywhere else.
And let's be honest with it. It wasn't Tony Khan. It was Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, the Bucks, Hangman Adam Page. Those are your guys that made this happen.
All in.
I may not be an AEW guy, but I love this. I love all of this.
Because remember, it took them, and bringing it back to his point, it took them being told, they would never fill 10,000 people in an arena.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thank you, Dave Meltzer.
Thank you, Dave Meltzer, for that, you dumbass. They would never be able to fit 10,000 people in an arena without a backing. And what happened? And
then here's what's crazy to your point. So the hate fueled AEW to succeed, which fueled WWE to push itself more. So look what happened, you idiots. Everybody started doing better. And that's my point. It makes zero sense for the type, and that's why I would say I hope we never have this conversation again, because I really can't stand the tribalistic stuff. But I know we're gonna end up having this conversation again. But you wrestling fans need to find another subject to talk about than which company is doing what. Stick to the wrestling. You have a much better, like, you'll feel better. You'll breathe better. All you people who built your platforms on anti-WWE or anti-AEW,
JD,
breathe for a second.
Hold on. Also, one thing that I want to add what you just said. Not just focus on, know what you're watching. You're watching Dirty E. If you're watching Dirty E, you know you're watching storytelling than wrestling. You're watching AEW, you're watching wrestling
and then storytelling.
They tell a story within the wrestling match. You watch New Japan, you watch this fucking strong style storytelling. Know what you're watching before you think everything gotta be because of one
ECW. You know you're watching ECW on crack. It's just
yeah.
It is what it is.
It's technically ECW, CCW, XPW. Thumbs up.
It's just people need to know what they watch because you're not. Every wrestling company is not going to be the same one that you watch for 20 years. It's different priority. You watch in Mexico, it's not WWE in Mexico. It's fucking Lucha Libre.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's different.
And
difference is good.
And that's my point, Willis. I'm not going to have this conversation next week. I'm not having this conversation again. No. My point is somewhere down the road, I'm sure it could come up again because of the fact that IWC or whatever y'all want to call them, those fans cannot drop the subject of company versus company. And it makes zero sense. It makes and
it's fake. These wrestlers are friends with each other. They're friends.
Wait, I'm just gonna double down real quick because I'm gonna get into some stories real quick because this came out, right? And let's just get into it. So Nick Khan, WWE president, believes it's a mistake to make business decisions based on social media comments. Basically saying that he is not going to let the social media of the IWC,
he's right,
basically, determine what they do in business. Okay, bet. Let's just continue. This came out. Jon Moxley has been reportedly planning to have a lengthy title reign, and there was no backstage talk of plans to Swerve or whatever, right? However, this is the second part. AEW has reportedly internally claimed that Moxley's title reign has caused live and DVR quarters to climb, despite the disconnect of online audiences. So what does that tell you? IWC, shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know what you want. You're complaining too damn much.
Let me tell you who the most successful people in the world. The most successful people in the world are the ones who do what they know they have to do, despite what anyone else has to say.
Mm-hmm.
There is a plan in motion, and we're going to stick to our plan. I don't care how you feel about it or the thousands among thousands of haters and trolls that exist online. There is a plan. And plus, Nick Khan and AEW, them board members and those owners, they're talking about money you know no idea about.
Ain't that the truth? Constantly talking about ratings and the ratings are diminished and people aren't going to the shows and da. How do you know? You're not even in the board meetings. You don't even know what the numbers are really looking like.
I don't care if it's
know the numbers from anything.
I don't care if it's WWE or AEW who have a bad hard cam on some random night at a house show or a pay-per-view. They still are pulling in income. You're still just sitting at home in your boxers tweeting about how you don't like some wrestler who
eating Doritos.
You got the whole dust in your fingers and shit because like that. Waiting for your mom to bring down your dino nuggets.
Because you couldn't afford the ticket to help
mess with
the hard cam side.
And stop. And those that do go to those shows, stop taking pictures of the hard cam side.
I don't care if it's for AEW or WWE.
I went to a show and I on the live, I said, look, it's packed.
It's like what they do is they take the picture and crop that section and then they say, oh, no one's here.
Also, what are you trying to prove? You're not putting any of these companies out of business. And if that ever happened, you flip sides and you'd be like, look at what you did. You got in. No, shut up. Just stop now. Be a wrestling fan. We cannot say it enough. Stop talking to me about WWE, AEW. Three-letter words to me are curse words now. I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Hey, put that comment back up for a minute.
Yeah, right here.
What Willis is?
Yeah, it's not just Nick Khan, bro.
No,
ticket prices are going up everywhere. That's my
point. Except AEW.
WWE signed their Netflix deal, and their live show ticket prices have gone up.
Yeah,
there's also the venues. Now that these venues know they're coming, they're like, oh, they're going to pay even more.
And then in order to pack the venues, you have to think about the things they have to bring into the arenas. And now that there are tariffs, now we're getting into government. Everything has gone up. We are having a horrible economical season.
The eggs are $20.
If you try, if you try,
eggs are $20.
Prices, AEW went to lower little venues to keep their ticket prices at $25.
Dude,
because I'm going to a show in 2 weeks, and their lowest price was $115. That was front row.
Yeah.
Oops. Everything else it goes up.
2 tickets. I had $50 for me and my kid. And dude, we had a ball. We were so close, you could hear everything. It wasn't like up in the nosebleeds. And I'm talking about everybody was having a ball.
When we went to where did we go? We went to UBS Arena. Now, granted, like our seat, listen, I loved our seats. Our
seats were perfect.
Y'all welcome. Listen, I didn't have to pay that much. But think about how many people came. We're talking about like 6 people. For 6 people, I paid probably around $400.
They got a
6 people.
Well, that's nice.
It's not bad.
They got a bundle deal now. So
yeah, you even get it even cheaper if you go for a bundle.
Yeah, they got
ways around it, but it's every company. And to Josh's point, just stop. You're not stopping anyone's income. Nobody's listening to your tweets. The most they do is listen to our podcast because the Wolfpack knows what we're talking about. Put rolls in the chat for the pack.
You know what I'm saying? So boom. Moving on to the next subject. That was actually dope. You definitely got to cut that or that whole segment. That whole segment. That was a good ass talk.
I'm sorry.
You believe this is gonna happen? This is real?
This is real.
It's real. He tweeted it and it's on the site.
No, I need everybody to understand something. When you go to Vegas, you have to do things like this. Like I need you to understand the amount of money every company actually that goes to Vegas that next weekend is going to make. If you are a bootlegger and you make a shirt even close to this, you're leaving Vegas with mucho money.
Earl Hefner is having a ball.
All I want to say is make him say,
I'm about to say, bring back the no lemon shirt. Bring back the no lemon shirt.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes taking over from the 99 to the 2000s, brother. Like,
the only thing I don't like about it is his dog looks like a pig. That's it.
It just looks weird. And his dog is supposed to, I don't even know he had a cat. Why's the cat there? Is this for animal lovers only?
That's a dog. It ain't a cat.
No, there's a dog on the shirt, but look over here.
Oh, that's a dog.
That's a cat. That's a cat.
Look at the ears.
That's a cat.
That's a dog.
That's a dog with a mask.
It's supposed to be a dog.
That's on the shirt. I'm talking about over to the left.
Yeah, that's his dog.
That's his dog.
That is not a dog. That's not Pharaoh, is it?
Yeah,
Pharaoh.
That's Pharaoh.
Supposed to be Pharaoh.
I need glasses then.
Yo, Kendall, when you get a chance, man, you gotta go back and watch. We had a really good
convo.
What up, son?
Sorry, Brody. So yeah, this is from the 99 to 2000s. That's available. You know what I'm saying? In the WWE shop.com. Trick Williams also got a new shirt that said Crash Out Trick. And
so wait, sorry, you still stand on business on Trick being the leader of that Steel Port on 2.0?
Hey, it was all a show. It's all a show.
No.
I think
if these fools show up on WrestleMania and mess with somebody else's match,
I realize Shawn Michaels knows how to handle black women way better than black men.
I mean, we know why.
No, I'm on NXT. He handles the female talent way better.
We know why.
Booking.
You know what I'm saying? We know why. Hey, yo, see. It's my brother right there. Appreciate you, Kendall.
Kendale.
So we do have some things to go over real quick. So with that being said, we know that the Hall of Fame is going to be taking place next week. We already know everybody that's in it. However, just this week they announced 3 new inductees: Kamala, Dory Funk Jr., and was it Ivan? Ivan Koloff. Yeah, but they're going in the legacy wing.
Nikita is. I think Nikita's
in.
Oh, okay.
But they're going in the legacy wing, and I have a problem with this. I don't know what it is. It's just that legacy wing to me is trash. It's like if you're going to put them in, you put them in.
This is a paycheck class.
Shout out to Kamala's family. They're very excited for this, so I'm not going to downplay that. You know what I'm saying? This is a great thing for him. However, I still believe that he should have been inducted. Not just having a freaking little thing in the background saying, well, we're including these three in here. You did it with Luna Vachon and it pissed me off.
This is what they did for the NFL. This is what they do for the UFC, especially when they're either they're passed away or they can't be mobile.
Yeah, everybody can't get a whole shindig.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, bro. Especially Kamala. Kamala was Ugandan Giants and all that stuff. He was
only Kamala, by the way. Don't talk to me about Ivan and Dory.
Dory, see, Ivan, the Koloffs were big in like NWA and WCW.
So were the Funks. So this is a family thing.
But I'm not gonna mention Dory Funk because I don't know about his career. I know about his son's career. Mm-hmm. But with Kamala, I do agree. Kamala should have been in. He should have been in at least around WrestleMania 20 when you put all the guys that worked with him at that point in time.
Because honestly, we talked about this, and All Star was like, he's in there, and I'm like, okay. But now all of a sudden it's being said that okay, it's just going to be a legacy. Why? That's just my thing. I understand. I get what y'all are saying, and granted, maybe it's just me having my own personal feelings about it. But Kamala should definitely be inducted, not just basically just having a quick little like explanation of his life, and that's it.
Listen, if it was a wrestler that I was a fan of, like I respect Kamala, I feel the same way, but I don't feel like he's being slighted. His family gets free tickets. They get to go to the show.
They're excited.
They're getting a check. They're getting royalties.
Yeah, You know they're gonna make merch. You know they're gonna make merch. You know they're gonna be.
They getting a percentage. It'll probably be in the video game next year.
Yeah. Speaking of Mania. WWE is reportedly considering having the Street Profits defend their tag titles on SmackDown instead of WrestleMania 41.
Duh.
I'm not surprised.
I thought we were past this.
You think WWE cares about tag team wrestling now that the Street Profits are the champions?
Why? Because the women are going to have a tag team match at WrestleMania.
Because Liv is more popular than every male tag team in.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm about to say, Dan, you said it on here many times. Liv is the MVP.
Liv is the MVP. I don't know what it takes for y'all to understand. First of all, I called her Pop when she was on Funny Marco on this show. I said
he is the one that coined it. He said she's going to be a star.
Yeah, I said from this point on, Liv is now a star, and look at the year she's had.
Can't even lie about that, bro. You definitely called that. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
AEW has confirmed that on Wednesday, June 4th, they will be airing a Dynamite and Collision back-to-back. A 4-hour television show.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait. Ain't they? No, they're not doing that this week. They're doing back-to-back.
That's next week. Next week is going to be the episode that everyone's excited about. Due to the fact that next week they will be having a longer program than Monday Night Nitro.
That's why they're doing back-to-back days. They're doing Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, they have.
Well, no, not even just that. Is because they want to basically be considerate to the fans because it's WrestleMania weekend.
Listen.
WWE wouldn't do that for them, but okay.
I'd be petty than the
WWE doesn't have to do that for them.
No.
I'm about to say
just like apparently they don't have to let Sting induct Lex Luger because Lex Luger, this is a separate subject. Lex Luger had came out and said that neither AEW or WWE has let him know about who's going to be inducting him. My whole thing is this:
it's a surprise for us.
Because here's my thing. Tony Khan said it on the press conference last week that apparently him and Sting had just talked and Sting never brought it up to him.
It's going to be Sting.
But you don't have to.
It's for the pop. Sting is inducting Lex Luger. That's very clear.
He don't have to talk. You don't have to ask Tony Khan.
He don't have to.
He's still on the contract. But that's besides the point. That's no. But he's still on the contract, so that's why. But that's still besides the point. Due to the fact of like even him being on the contract, Tony Khan has been more than willing to let people. We've seen it happen before.
If somebody on AEW was a friend of a WWE person, which many of them are, and they were retiring, Triple H would let them send their video over to be played on TV to say goodbye to their friend.
Didn't they just do that? They just did that for somebody. Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
he did it for Daniel Bryan. He did it. He did it for the tribute show they did for Brody Lee.
Exactly. So we're not doing this. When it comes down to relationships, they know how wrestlers feel about their relationships. Like, chill.
Bailey's been seen on AEW TV plenty of times.
Exactly. It's only one person. There's only one person that held it back. He don't work there no more. They don't say his name no more. He's Voldemort of WWE. So let's not bring it up no more.
His name's been coming up in the news a lot this week too.
Yeah, but here's my thing. You grifters, you grifters, you know, like Eric Bischoff and freaking Bully Ray, you bastards who keep making this a big ass thing towards the fans and like, oh well, Tony should just do this and do this. Shut the hell up.
Why you
after we just said that? Shut the hell up.
Wait. Why you with politician on us? You did the politician.
Mark Andrews. You keep trying to make on it too. Like you keep trying to make us not like Bully Ray. I'm not falling for it. I'm not.
Bully Ray's an ass.
Fuck Bully Ray.
He is an asshole.
I'm still pissed off about that. I'm sorry.
It's just
me personally.
Bully Ray is not a Jim Cornette, Dan. He's not.
He's not. No. Not to say that.
How dare?
Definitely not.
No.
Because I remember that Devon had said that he had like a racist incident in the back. I
sent you that.
Instead of him like getting into it, Bully Ray just like took him away. I still to this day trying to figure out who the hell it was. I think it was Kevin Dunn, but that's besides the point.
It had to be somebody of power that would have got them fired.
Yeah. I done seen people say Terry Taylor, and then other people was like, "Oh, what about if it was Triple H?" But he literally said, "It's none of the people that's there now."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it had to be somebody from the back.
Dunn. It had to
be either it could have been Kevin Dunn, Bruce Pritchard.
It could have been Vince McMahon.
I don't think it was Vince. No, it wouldn't have been Vince. I honestly don't even think it would have been Vince.
So here's the thing about that: if it was Vince, he has the clear to say anything he wants now.
You still get mad.
I mean, they can get mad at him, but Vince is trash.
Vince would not have said the N-word on TV if I was one of his wrestlers.
Ain't that the truth when they kicked him dead in his fucking jaw. Real quick, we do want to give our condolences to Nick Gage. Now, this is I literally saw this, bro, and I felt crushed. I know that man has been through a lot in his life.
Yeah.
But to lose his wife,
she was on Dark Side of the Ring. So yeah. When I saw the picture of her face, I'm like, that's Nick Gage's wife. I didn't look at the name. I just said, that's Nick Gage's wife.
And, and I was, So listen, rest in peace to Sandra. I don't want to say the last name wrong. It is Culberson.
I'm not trying to be funny either, but I just thought of his like tagline and I couldn't even say it.
Murder, death, kill.
Wow.
She just said, don't say it.
Oh, my yes, but the MDK gang. You know what I'm saying? But yes.
Wow.
The MDK gang.
Take the picture down. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it that way, but yes, like I said, rest in peace. Very sad. Our prayers go out to you, Nick Gage. Like seriously. Now as for another person to talk about, honestly, this is kind of I don't know what's going on. I'll just say this. I don't know what's going on. But I Say Wrestling, shout out to I Say Wrestling. If you don't support I Say Wrestling, you're bugging, especially if you guys be in these freaking pages and talking about black, yada, yada, all that. Support I Say Wrestling. This is coming out of them saying ACH will no longer be appearing at I Say Wrestling Las Vegas event 417. But it says for privacy reasons, that is all the information we can give. Now, I don't know what's going on. We literally were just talking about ACH. If you don't know who ACH is, we talked about Jordan Miles last week when we were talking about the stuff with Booker T and how he didn't stand up for him with the shirt, the racist blackface shirt and all that stuff. Now, my boy Dewan has said that he's going through some stuff. I don't know. Me and him are going to talk at a different time because I think he knows him more or less. But listen, whatever it is, I'm praying for him. I don't want to hear anything like negative saying that he's
wrong with him.
Listen, it said privacy issues. I don't know what that means.
He got a history of I think he bipolar or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
like Kylie Ray.
But his is like
no,
really
his is bad.
Like anger management to 10 times. But
Kylie Ray's a butterfly to him.
When it comes to that promotion just started this year.
Can we stop saying her name before she attacks her on Twitter?
Oh,
give me free press. I don't care. Fuck you, Kylie Ray.
But
Pikachu shirt.
That promotion, especially the Josh said for all the woke warriors and said there's not an all black promotion. There it is. Of course, our boy is the first champion, the All Father himself.
Mm-hmm.
But for him not to come with this promotion he been begging for years, it got to be something deeply personal.
Yeah. So I'm praying for him, man, and I just hope that he's all right. Drew McIntyre. So
he's selling this, bro.
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are so wrong. What? He legitimately, listen.
Hold on.
This is the social media monster.
You better say a glass really hit him in the eye.
Okay, look. So it's actually been reported he legitimately had glass in his eye.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm not. Nah,
this is choke slam.
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop because y'all be the same people that was saying that Kevin KO was faking it. Now I understand a lot of people say
KO was faking it.
His shirt is fire.
Yeah.
Whoa, first of all,
the Legend of Williams.
I'm not that dude from Chicago that about to get his ass whooped by Kevin. No. That dude wrestled for 25 years. He had to come up with some injuries and all that stuff. With this, I watched that at least 8 times. How he got chokeslammed. There's no way a shard, a dust of glass, hit his eye.
Glass goes everywhere, bro.
Real glass.
There's real glass. You know what I'm saying? He could have cried.
He cried him a river. I ain't crying him a river. This could be a freaking shit. You put the eye patch on, beat Dana Priest the rest of the
that's why you can't use real glass because it's unpredictable.
What makes this even more funny is that CM Punk walked past
and just shrugged. Was like,
and just said, "Ain't one of those numbers."
Bro,
that was a trolling thing. Oh God!
They did just announce not Adam Pearce. The other guy, Nick Aldis, literally just announced that it is officially going to be Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre at Mania. But then there's reports that he might end up missing it because of his eye. So
are we gonna pull the John Moxley where it's like,
that's what I think.
We shall see. So getting into these weekly shows.
Why are you still talking about SmackDown, bro? I find it very.
You know we gotta talk about SmackDown.
Let's go.
You know we gotta talk
about run it.
So boom, he came out, said that he's gonna wait until Roman shows up to talk about what that favor is. He thought that Roman was gonna show up, and it wasn't Roman. But before he did that, he literally said, "Whatever that favor is, I agree to it." The answer is yes. Seth came out. We're gonna talk about that one afterwards, but let's get into the big topic that happened on freaking SmackDown. Boy, oh boy,
the most edited clip of the year.
Mother and daughter
I've never listened for them to have to basically completely edit this damn promo after it came out and then sit up there and still have to cut stuff after it comes out.
Yeah,
it's insane. It is insane.
There were
all this because shout out to Chicago, who booed the crap out of Charlotte. The entire segment.
I just want to remind everybody that a successful wrestler is one that can generate heat. Heat is either cheers or boos, which means, once again, you smart wrestling fans, and I say that sarcastically.
Yeah, I know you smart.
you smart. You genius of a fans. The more you boo does not make somebody a failure. It makes them even more successful. But you're doing a great job proving your point.
But there's a but here, and the reason I say the but is stupid. It's ruining the freaking match or the story to the match. Y'all not giving giving Charlotte no time, or even Tiffany. You're hurting Tiffany too by not even let us get invested in this damn match.
The fans are doing it. It's the fans.
Yes, the fans. Yes. Like
the only line that we can talk about now, nothing control. The only line we can talk about is the one that's here, the 0-3 line. The belief amongst the smoke, when she was like, and you talk about your 0-3 in real life. Woo! And then isn't that why Kaiser is in my DMs?
This is why I blame Charlotte. Like you go off the script multiple times. There's been evidence of that with you and Becky, you and Rhea one time,
you and Nia.
Who?
Remember the whole situation with her and Nia where they almost really was throwing bows?
Yeah. Nia Jax. You do this all the time. You did it to that little face-to-face or screen shit. So this time, Chicago actually gave Tiff the the floor to say something.
No. Tiffany had that ready in the chamber, son.
Right.
Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Charlotte is a bully. So
yeah.
A Nepo bully.
Charlotte bullied her in that last split screen segment.
Nepo queen.
Bullied Tiffany Stratton
Right.
to the point where her and Kaiser went home, which by the way, Tiffany went home with a man.
Went home by yourself or with that zesty black guy that you with. Oh my
went
bad.
home and came up with the line 0-3, which was the biggest line of the road to WrestleMania.
And was smart enough to get the fuck out the ring.
Fast.
She didn't even let
Immediately though. She immediately got out the ring.
Got the last word, got out the ring. Because
now,
it could have been ugly, but it hurt you. It hurt you. You got to try to get personal.
So this is what was supposed to happen. Charlotte was supposed to say that the comparisons to Tiffany are always annoying, but now they pissed her off. She'd say it might be flattering for Tiffany, but it's an insult to the queen, and at WrestleMania, she's taking it back what's hers. Tiffany would interrupt, questioning why Charlotte thinks that she runs the division after barely wrestling in 3 years. She'd tell her, you can call yourself the queen, but you don't have a kingdom. Charlotte would fire back, saying that only reason Tiffany's champ is because the Money in the Bank briefcase was a ski lift to the top. And now Princess Tiffany's afraid of her heights. Tiffany's final line would say, congrats on climbing back up, but falling 13 times doesn't sound like a real champion. And at WrestleMania, you will be falling again. Now, here's the thing. This sounds all nice and dandy. This sounds like it would have been a good little promo. It would have actually really cooked. However, Chicago fans wasn't trying to hear what Charlotte had to say because they're tired of the Nepo baby. Okay, sorry. My bad. Nepo queen.
Thank you.
The Nepo queen. Okay, and they really shut her down. So the only thing Charlotte could do was like, I can hear you, Tiffy. It goes so squeaky. I can hear Tiffy.
That's a nice reception.
Like you couldn't talk. You couldn't talk. You couldn't do anything. The problem is, if you want to be the queen, let's be honest here. That's crazy. If you want to be the Transformer queen, then your ass should be able to control your peasants. If you want to be the Transformer queen, you should have been able to take care of the situation and take over that.
She is the Nepo queen.
Nepo queen, Transformer queen.
She does not care about controlling the so-called fans, like
peasants.
She gave up.
She gave up.
She gave up.
She literally stopped mid-talk and gave up.
She gave up.
But
she couldn't hear herself.
But not even hear herself. But this reminds me when Roman beat Undertaker at WrestleMania the night after. Roman couldn't talk, but he said, "I got them eating the palm of my hand." That's what she should have said. Like, listen, like you just said, the heat. That's what she brings. As soon as you hear her music, you're
exactly
folded.
So you had the heat. You said that heat is very important, right? She had the heat in her hands and literally let it fall. She let it fall. She didn't do anything with it.
I don't think she need to. Just come out. That's your heat. I don't give a fuck. Go the way heat is heat. Heat is heat. I'm for the projects. Good.
Hold on,
I'm gonna tell you something else. As a heel,
huh?
As a heel.
You want to comment on the comment, Joe?
What comment? Hold
up. Oh my God.
Transformers like.
As a heel, you don't say, "Go ahead, you can have the last word." No, she fucking gave up. She is so rusty on the mic. She has no confidence at all. And
she stayed in the company more than she got freaking work done on her face.
Chicago saw right through that shit.
Hopefully she's only going to give Tiffy the rub and then like slowly get back to herself. Like her
No, let's be honest. They're going to WWE this shit. They're going to let Charlotte win, and then Becky's music's going to hit.
I think it's different. I think I'm thinking about her past performance with Rhea Ripley, how that good match that was. I think it's gonna be a good match. And I think Tiff is gonna win. I think Tiff's gonna win because
Tiff's gonna look fine.
Now you got to make more stars. We just said for AEW. I'm gonna say for WWE. I am getting sick of the 4 horsemen. Well, 3 of the 4 horsemen. Bailey is just there just to help out. She's good.
I'm not even gonna get into
Bailey is Natalia now.
I'm not even gonna get into about Bailey.
Bailey is the new Natalia.
She is
the new Natalia.
Okay,
she technically is.
Right. Okay. And you got Becky, who I don't know if she's gonna come back or not, whatever. And then you got Charlotte. We sick of Charlotte in this damn spot. We need new stars. And then when you got new stars like Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair,
all they got to do is look down at NXT. You got Lash Legend. You got fucking Julia. You got Stephanie Valkyrie.
I was the first person you mentioned from NXT, Lash Legend. That's all I want to know.
Yes, you're not going to take your credit, sir.
Well, you know who I'm going to take credit of. This segment here.
I love it.
I love this.
I just love the new Naomi.
Yes.
Now, Naomi versus Jade is going to be happening at WrestleMania.
As it should.
And this is the first time that we're having a singles women's black match. Sorry, 2 black women in a singles match.
It is no
without the championship.
You're dragging it. It's the first time ever they're doing a women's match without a championship on WrestleMania.
Singles.
No, it's not. They had one before.
A singles woman match? Which one?
Yeah. I think
without a title.
Without a title. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Without a title, I think it was Tori Wilson and somebody else. I forgot. But it definitely happened before. Because it was actually saying this is the second one.
Please do not count no lingerie matches, no Playboy bunny matches, no pillow fights, no.
I'm not. Listen, there was an actual match. I can't think of it off head. When I get it, I'll send it to you guys in our chat. But it definitely, this is the second one. This happened before, but this is the second one.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? We got some black women on this damn pay-per-view.
I just hope Jade is ready, because if she has a good match, first of all, shout out to Naomi for helping her with that good match. Damn perfect. But if she has a good match, they go to milk the hell out of Jade after that. So,
we still don't know what night it's going to be on. We know that Tiffany and Charlotte is going to be on night 1.
So it might be on night 2.
It might be.
This news here. Kevin Owens is getting neck surgery. All praise to him. We don't know the severity of, the recovery. We don't know if he'll be able to come back. We don't know anything right now.
No KO Mania this year.
No KO Mania. And listen, as a person that is a big fan of Kevin Steen, prayers to you, Ben, and speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I know I've seen a lot of people was like, oh, he's fake and he's just being afraid to go and face Randy. Kiss my freaking ass. Kiss my freaking ass.
Kevin Owens is one of my Tiffy Time, Ken Dale all day. You know that. Kevin Owens is one of my favorite wrestlers. So definitely prayers up for him.
Mm-hmm.
But as a replacement, the 2 matches on the table, either Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis, or Randy versus Aleister Black.
Or
Randy versus. No, that's it. I don't want to see Randy versus Ray Phoenix.
No. You didn't hear about another one? The other one?
What's the other one?
Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy.
No.
What? How?
Miro.
What? Oh yeah. No.
Miro.
None of those.
No.
I don't want to see no damn Rusev.
No.
There's only 2 options. Either we're going to get Randy versus Nick or Randy versus
Aleister Black.
That's it.
I would rather have Nick Aldis.
Yes.
Be honest with you.
That man deserves at least one match.
Because you can easily see Nick Aldis come out at WrestleMania and his gear and everything and be like, but your real opponent is, and then Aleister come out.
Oh yeah.
That would be fire. I would not mind that.
But Aleister has to keep his old music and entrance.
Yes.
And he has to raise from the thing. The smoke got to be there. Everything.
So before you go to this one, when you talked about Kevin Owens, I was just watching his interview.
Chris Van Vliet.
And he, people said the report, he said 4 months, he felt like something was going on his neck. But I think the final spot on that Royal Rumble was the kicker. That was like, okay, that was it.
The ladder.
You gotta remember, this dude wrestled in crazy matches for 25 years, doing crazy spots.
This dude got ran over by a golf cart.
Thrown off stages, powerbomb on mountain of chairs.
Him and Shane McMahon were doing swantons off the damn Trons and shit.
Off the Trons. So take this time, get better, Kevin, come back. You know they're gonna give you a hero's welcome when you come back.
Oh yeah.
But Randy Orton, RK Owen, y'all don't know the story. I think y'all saw the clip all week. You knew
this for the next time.
Right. He paid double, so it had to come.
This is going to work out better, honestly, for Kevin Owens, because The momentum he'll have on a comeback will actually get him in the place he should be.
White hot baby face when he comes back. That place is going to go nuts. Unless he just comes out and starts beating the hell out of Cody when he comes back, and he's just a monster. And they're still going to give him a cheer. They love him.
So this match right here was a good match.
Death by ass.
I just want to say out loud, I've asked every child I've encountered at different events this weekend who they think is going to win, and all of them say Cody Rhodes. To my point, Cody is the kid's champion.
Yeah, he's the new John Cena.
Continue.
Fuck them kids. Anyway.
With the kids, that is.
Jacob Fatu is going to Mania.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Fatu is going to Mania.
Stupid.
Shout out to him.
Stupid.
I did not see this match coming, though.
He's losing.
I was thinking it was going to be him and Jacob. Jacob and Solo.
Worst build to a match this WrestleMania.
If they give him the belt, it's gonna Solo's gonna turn on him. If he might lose because Solo might turn on him.
Either way,
I don't see Jacob walking away.
Solo costing him at WrestleMania would be crazy.
Yes,
especially to LA Knight, who I hope trips, falls,
drops the belt before it gets up in the ring.
Yeah.
I'm a dummy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this segment.
Shout out to Seth Rollins with the tribute boots.
Oh yes.
Yes. Shout out to Seth Rollins because that was like the Flames or was the Bray Wyatt boots. So shout out to him with that.
I say this to everybody, and I've got these guys to notice it. Every time Seth Rollins music hits, look at his outfit and look at the color of the Tron and everything.
It matches.
Changes. It matches this to his outfit. He's the drip god. They match it to his drip every single time. Watch it. Good history.
So, with this being said, wise man, tell him that you can't do this. I can't do that, my tribal chief.
No, you missed the best part of it. You better wipe them tears away and tell him no.
You crying?
That dude sound like a pimp.
Are you crying?
Roman is one of the best sellers in wrestling.
I listen. I purposely did not put that picture up because that man was laid out like Peter Griffin. He was laid out like Peter damn Griffin. All right, and it seems like that entire damn family loves being laid the hell out. Like I don't understand why. All the same. They all be laid out the same.
That was the funniest layout, straight up Family Guy moment, and you don't have the picture.
He's so unserious.
He sold the hell out. Roman Reigns is going to be the new Rock in Hollywood when Raw gets done.
Paul Heyman turns on both of them and sides with Seth at WrestleMania.
I see that.
I can see that.
I see that. Let's get into Raw real quick. So we're going because I didn't want to talk about. By the way, Ray Phoenix debuted on last Friday as well. Great little interview, great little debut. Though there was botches in it.
Continue. Ray Phoenix match.
We started off with the Rhea and Io and Bianca. Io came out with the little rice cake yams, and that was kind of racist, I know, but my bad. The rice cake yams, and came out there, you know what I'm saying? And Bianca has a point. Rhea can just walk in and do whatever she wants and be added to the match. The thing is, I didn't understand is that why is the crowds booing Bianca?
Second worst build to a match at WrestleMania.
Io should not be involved in this.
No, my question was, me and Enforcer were watching this, and I was like, why does Pierce have the belt?
That's one. Two, we are called that this little bit triple threat match once Io won, but the fact that she won, we don't understand because the match we want is Rhea against Bianca
by herself.
Right? So this whole story from this point, y'all been pie facing the shit out of Io Sky. Y'all been treating her like I say it everywhere. She's the Miz of this situation, and not the Rock and Stone Rock and John Cena. She's the freaking side chick of this situation, and she's a champion. And it's the second year in a row that she's a champion, but y'all not treating her as such.
Io is a better wrestler than both of those women.
Yeah,
come on.
It's a shame that she doesn't get that respect. I
hope she wins this match.
This build has been trash. I think everybody's rooting for Io, but Bianca will officially turn heel in some way, shape, or form that night.
I don't want Bianca to lose her streak.
No.
Wow. Shut up. Next. Talk about the next thing. Shut up.
I don't want her to lose her streak.
I'm going to turn the heel and reveal that she has something to do with Jay.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Anyway, this
help,
happened.
Okay. He said anyway.
This happened.
Don't ask me.
Far too long, by the way.
Don't ask me why I got that picture up.
This was a 25-minute match.
I know why.
Why was this match 25 minutes?
Because she almost got concussed at freaking the 5-minute part.
Yeah, she did.
This match
she
got concussed, and they just took the time. She said she was all right. All right, you didn't look it.
They dragged that match bad.
But I like how she just like was humping the Bailey in the air, like it was just
yeah.
So mid event Jey Uso.
I hate that sign. I hate that you posted that. Next.
Wait, and the fact that there's a little kid right there smiling right next to the sign. That's disrespectful.
That kid didn't know what that sign said anyway.
It's still disrespectful.
Gunther,
listen.
You want to know what me and my mom talked about this week? He was like asking because he was asking questions like, you talk to your mom? Pretty talk to her every week, right? Every day. You want to know what me and my mom talked about this week? Her oldest son laid up in hospital bed. Her oldest son got 15 stitches across the forehead. I'm gonna ask the Lord to forgive me for the man who I'm about to become. Listen, let me tell you something. Jey Uso, bro. For weeks, your clown ass been. I got a big box myself for this one. Hold on, real quick. For weeks, your clown ass, and I'm sorry, Kimmy, I love you to death, cuz, but your clown ass has been literally coming out talking about, oh, I'm gonna crash out. I need something to crash out, and I'm this close to crashing out. Yo, brother, I'm gonna hit you with a Menace to Society line. These motherfuckers smoked your goddamn brother, and you gonna sit up there and want to make peace with him? Now I ain't down for that. I ain't down for that. You want to sit there and see your brother, your own face, your face, by the way, it's your face. You got the same face, your face. Get busted and bullied and beat the fuck up badly.
I think you read that wrong, bro.
Stitches.
Yeah, you read that wrong. He wasn't being soft. He was letting him know what was coming.
He's listening. Listen,
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Nah. I got brothers. I got brothers. You fuck with my brother like that, there's no talking.
Yeah,
it's on site, bro. You get up.
But I get what you're saying. It's definitely gonna say, especially those that if you watch old school wrestling.
And you a Samoan.
I get what he's doing.
You a Samoan though.
I've seen it. I've seen it from how he dressed. There was no yeet. I saw right hand man Jey Uso. Not no main event Jey Uso. I saw right hand man Jey Uso. Y'all remember right hand man Jey Uso used to crash out to hit you with a chair. Who
had a classic match with Roman Reigns. I just want to add.
Hey,
classic,
now that
classic
you're saying that, before, sir, if you look at his mannerisms, it's exactly the same. Like he's acting the head down, not making eye contact, talking, being very awkward. Okay. I didn't notice that until now. Thank you.
I mean, it's just I'm seeing it from a different view because I know all of us we used to someone you get pissed off, they come out and get somebody. That's one thing missing from all these storylines that's happening to WrestleMania. There's not that much physical action to them. But I'm looking at it differently when it comes to Jey. Like I don't know what they're doing with Jey, but it's not making me believe he's gonna win.
He's gonna win.
He's going to win.
It's not making me believe it though until he started doing this. You got mother blah blah. When he said that line that I'm about to become a man, that whatever I'm
gonna pray.
Yeah, I saw right hand man Jey Uso.
But this the only reason why he didn't attack him is so that way when he takes it too far at WrestleMania, everybody gets it. It's like, this is payback. He's finally getting his payback, and you just hold it off.
Listen,
Gunther better be off TV.
I was gonna say, Pat McAfee already basically spoiled it that Jey Uso is winning at Mania. I just want to let y'all know that Pat McAfee already spoiled it. The fact of the matter is that your ass literally was just mad peaceful, mad nonchalant to me. I hear what y'all are saying and all that and whatnot. However, Jay, this was the perfect time for you to crash out, bro. I hear you saying that you're going to do this and that and all that talk and whatnot. You came off mad stupid when your ass literally had said all this stuff, but you said you were scared of him.
To you, he came off stupid for you.
To me, I'm sorry. I mean, on some gangster shit, I would have knocked Gunther's head off.
Jey Uso and Gunther was dead in the water 4 weeks ago. We thought we were going to get 2 months of nothing, and out of nowhere they turned nothing into gold.
Gunther and Jimmy.
We did say that Jimmy. Wait, we did say Jimmy Uso saved that damn storyline. We did say that though.
Yes,
you guys gotta be honest.
I'm going to say this for you. When you said he looks so, I like you're comparing to what you would do because you know you big black ninja, but it's
you know what I'm saying. Anybody fuck with my brothers, you won't have to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just
Jay needed this to happen. He needed this. Because he was going in happy party. This ain't no party with Gunther. This ain't not. And Gunther warns you, if you choose me, I'm gonna make your shit live in hell.
And then here's the thing about Jay, right? Jay gets to have a cool little 4 or 5 month title reign because the first person that's going to challenge him will be Miro. He'll come out, he'll yeet. Miro's gonna come out, beat him up, get him in one of those whatever he's gonna call them accolades, bend Jay backwards. And then we get a Lana back on TV. Jay
backwards is crazy. When we know that he wants to bend his wife backwards with her name backwards. But I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeet.
No yeet.
No yeet. No yeet.
No yeet.
What? We can't analyze that.
We all analyze that. We've been saying that joke for over 2 years.
Analyze. Sorry, analyze. My bad.
Analyze.
My bad. So, with that being said,
oh God.
All right, now is a crash out moment.
Who's first?
So this
We're
jackass.
not talking about this dude. We're talking about this dude.
Yes.
Jesus.
No,
real quick. I don't even want to make this a long thing because I feel like we're giving him more attention than he really needs to. This guy's a jackass. This is the same idiot. This is the same idiot from the Donald Trump rally who made that joke about Puerto Ricans. Then you want to come out on wrestling. You're a big wrestling fan, and then you say that the only thing stiffer than Michael Cole is Big E's neck. Go screw yourself. Big E ended up responding. At my age of 39 years old, people will say what they want about you. Has nothing to do with me. That's not my business. Say what you want. He's given a mic. He was given an opportunity. People will feel how they want to. There's a lot of discourse. Oftentimes in a public figure, people will say things about you, whether they're jokes, whether they're not, and that is their right. It was said on the show. I'm supposed to talk, especially when things are mentioned about me. I should have an opinion about them. It's tiring to have to weigh in on everyone's opinion or whatever they say. Look, I'm not hurt. I'm good. I want the discourse to be happy without me. Honestly, I didn't sign up for this. I wasn't aware of this. He did what he wanted to. People signed off on it. It has nothing to do with me, truly. He said that, and I'm just going to say this, and I'll let y'all talk. After he came out with that comment, they removed it. They completely removed it.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I don't think though he signed on it, they knew it was a live show, but they knew what kind of comedian he was. This is what you do. This is how you do it.
Brady.
Brady.
Hey, you're late. Look how he's a roast. He's a roast guy. Right? I had to learn about who he was until I think one of y'all told me that's the guy from the Trump thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he does a show called Kill Tony, and he brings young comics in. But he's a jackass, bro.
But y'all gave him the mic, a live mic. Y'all might didn't sign up for him to say because y'all didn't know what the fuck he's gonna say. So
it was very pointless. I think they know it wasn't worth the backlash. Also, Willis, WWE has been Republican since we were children, so this is nothing new. I don't know what.
Everything they're doing lately is just it doesn't even surprise me at this point, bro.
No.
Why would it?
It really don't. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to call the promotion a racist promotion, but certain stuff, it doesn't surprise me. I'm not saying they're racist because there are other people in the company that are seceding, but I'm just saying it shit like this doesn't surprise me anymore.
Off of America.
It has nothing to do with racism as when we talk about politics all the time.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
No.
Because
this is political.
Because, and I want to be clear on this too. What Trump does in the country just doesn't affect black people. It affects 80-something% of Caucasians too, because all of us live below the line. And anyone who lives below the line gets affected, especially in this type of economy. So even in wrestling, there are those who are below the line. It affects them too. It's not as black and white as we think. It's money. It's green. It's blue. Money's blue now. It's blue.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that happened. I'm not even going to talk about the match. I'm just going to talk about this.
Jesus Christ,
dude! I love this, and I love the tweet.
Braun Breaker is the future of wrestling.
Carlito's tweet about that spear is the most funny.
That was hilarious.
He said, "My funeral will be such and such." I'm like, "Hey, yo, bro! Like, wait a minute." He really wrote his own.
Then his girl saying, "This is how he greets me every time I come into the door."
Oh yeah, Izzy Dane said this is how Braun Breaker greets her every time.
Izzy Dane?
Izzy Dane, yeah,
that's his new girl.
Yeah, he's running through the
upgrade. He upgraded from Cora J to Izzy Dane.
His third NXT girlfriend, isn't he? Braun Breaker, different girlfriend every year from the NXT locker room.
I mean, Cora J too. She already basically lost her man to Thea Hill, but that's another story. She dating somebody else now again. So listen, they both.
Daddy Punk was upset with her.
I mean,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I mean, technically, I think either Roxanne or Cora is the third in that relationship. But I'm gonna leave that one alone because a lot of people think that Roxanne and CM Punk are. Anyway,
not think that. That is you stirring a rumor.
Mr. Really? Sinister.
So we know that AJ Styles is Logan Paul is taking place at Mania, and we know that this match is going to take place next week.
Head and Shoulders,
and I'm happy about this.
It's a shampoo commercial.
When did Karrion Kross get a T-shirt? Next.
Wow.
That might be from his indie days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was after that match. I forgot. Yeah.
This is not happening.
I think that Dominic should win this title. I'm just saying. I really think. I know this is controversial, and I don't care. I think that Dominic Mysterio should win this title.
Winning. Yo, Ja, if you make another prediction that everybody already says on this show, we're fighting. Everybody knows Dominic is winning this match. Everybody and their mama knows that.
Wait. Yo, he's serious. Okay. You get the
if he's not winning this match, he's costing Finn the match.
Everybody and their mama. You're not making a bold prediction. Everybody in their mama.
Spoiler.
Hot flash. It's a spoiler. This isn't a spoiler.
Well, you got the point. You got the point of death when you say that.
Dom is obviously winning this match. I'm gonna pop. I'm cheering. I hope it's night one on my birthday. That'd be a great present. I want that.
So, Monday's segment.
No, please. God.
Yeah.
This was trash, bro. This was so trash. I like Seth Rollins, but I hate him.
Coming to rescue you. No, he left you to get massacred in your hometown in
Seth
front
Rollins
of your children.
All facts, though, Dan.
Yeah, that's all. What? Tell him when he's still alive.
I like the Seth Rollins thing. I love that part. It was just the rest of it. Like, one, your best friend's there, and you're not gonna. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be out there right when Seth comes out. I mean, come on, bro. Bad writing.
Your man's came out, tried to take out Seth, and then he got taken out.
And then after it went off air, he took him out. Punk took him out.
Paul is definitely going with Seth.
Yes, sis, you're right.
No. Say it like Ja. I'm gonna say a prediction right now, and nobody probably.
No, I'm not doing that.
I hate you.
We can tell you who he's not, Brady. It's not Chad Gable.
So these are you know what? You're hilarious. So these are the 3 matches.
I got a question that's been brewing about this situation.
Yeah.
Why is this match happening?
What the Rey Mysterio versus El Mara?
Why not? Rey Mysterio's on, why can't Rey Mysterio get a Mania match?
That could be on SmackDown. Okay.
I mean, the Street Profits is on SmackDown.
What do you call it? WrestleMania weekend? That could be pre-WrestleMania.
Rey Mysterio mask are.
They could do this in NXT.
Rey Mysterio mask are one of the #1 bestsellers at WWE events.
That's cool.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
crazy. That's crazy. I thought you had a Penta mask.
He does. I want a Penta one too.
A Penta mask probably costs more because it's more
$80.
Oh, I ain't get it from WWE though.
No, the cheap one from WWE is $80. The ones from like Japan, yeah.
Not with these tariffs. The ones from Japan gonna cost $82.
No, they're gonna cost more than that, bro.
So NXT and
Love this. I was
This
laughing
was
my ass off.
hilarious.
That wasn't what I was supposed to pull up, but
Okay.
I'll pull it up anyway. That's the most funny shit for him to say.
I woke up to a message about this, and I was like,
You whip trick like a damn government mule, and you come on and say another greedy white man who is not content of.
I'm gonna say this one last time.
Go ahead, please say it.
If you pass for Caucasian and nobody's ever called you black a day in your life, I don't care if your daddy, mommy, cousin, grandmama, nobody is African American. Don't you get up there and act like you're Swerve Strickland and stand up for my Black American rights.
Oh, he's
Native American, so he was just
Americans.
Yeah.
Mickey James better never come out to another drum. That boy better not come out to no rain dance. I don't care. Sol Ruka better never hold her fist in the air. Certain people, I don't care what you say you are.
Black.
Bro.
2%.
Ja. So Ruka is just as black as MJF after the Tanner song.
Yo.
So I mean, technically, I was supposed to start it off with something else, but I mean, we could talk about this. I mean, how he's a man of his words. This whole thing. This was horrible.
This was stupid.
That was so dumb.
Okay, I take it back. That is the second worst build of the WrestleMania season. This match.
Okay. It knocked out.
Yeah, he was knocked out by Ethan Page before that.
So we're about to have a ladder match for that belt.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know that.
No. They're gonna have a match next week. We'll talk about that. Yeah. So, but I am going to talk about the first match, though.
I believe I can fly.
Botch.
I believe that she botched the move.
Yep.
She couldn't even jump out the ring.
And
that shit was embarrassing.
She's only like 4'11" too, so it's weird.
But she's never missed this. This is one of her spots. This is a normal spot for this woman.
It is.
Man.
So
bro? What match were you watching?
So was it the gear that she's wearing?
It could be. It could be.
Listen, Sabrina Carpenter needs to learn how to get through the ropes.
I mean, fucking out of
Don't do that, bro. Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter got nothing to do with that.
They look alike. What are you talking about?
No, they do not. Sabrina Carpenter.
That's Sabrina Carpenter on steroids. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't be rude.
Disrespectful.
Don't be rude.
That's the same outfit that what's his name was wearing on AEW?
The Leprechaun? Oh
yeah.
That's her. Wow, that's her same outfit that she wears in every ring. She doesn't even wash that shit. I'm sorry. My bad. What? She just wore that wearing outfit. She just wore that ring gear. My bad. But let's just talk about what happened. So she did this botch. It was really embarrassing. And all of a sudden, she gets pushed into Stephanie. Stephanie ends up hitting Jada. They get into a whole little brawl. Jordan Grace and Jada Parker is beating the shit out of Stephanie. Then all of a sudden, Julia. Wow. Julia.
Wow.
Julia shows up. I know. Julia shows back up. And she takes out everybody with Stephanie. And then she turns on Stephanie. And steps on the head.
Well, so here was the thing. Everyone thought she was injured. And that was the thing. It was visa issues.
Oh,
that's why she's back.
Wow. Why you have visa issues in WWE?
Hold on, y'all. Just got to cook. Okay. All right, Ja. You don't have to worry about it, bro. I just found out Jordan Grace is sending it over to the 5-2 player. Her outfit. He gonna wear it.
I just want to say
fire countdown. Yeah, we got the crowd waiting.
Yo.
Oh man. All right. But she said I made my decision. I want them all. And well,
okay.
Jada Parker.
I'm so tired of Stephanie Valcour just saying what she wants, and it's always multiple women at the same time, and she just gets what I want. 2 matches. I want 5. I want 4. I want 4.
She can have whatever the hell she wants.
She can have whatever she wants. If she want multiple women, let her get multiple women.
I just need Booker T to not.
I just want to watch
during this match. That's the only thing I want.
That's all it's good for her.
Take him out of here. I just want to see this one match.
He's going to lose his mind during this match.
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Why are they setting up matches for Tuesday when they have to have a pay-per-view on Saturday, right? A PLE stand.
Yeah, that's Saturday.
That's Saturday. Saturday, 3 p.m.
One.
No.
It's one.
One. That's what time it was last year. 1 p.m.
Damn.
They originally said it was supposed to be 9 o'clock in the morning, but that's
Bullshit.
Bull. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll catch the replay.
I would have preferred that. That's the only day I get up early. The whole year is my birthday.
Mm-hmm. So
You go. Wow.
why is that there? I mean, we know that was around. I don't know why that. See,
We're done with that.
Yeah, I don't know why that popped up. This match here,
Botch of the year, and it wasn't even a move.
She's stupid. She's
what
stupid.
the hell happened,
Dude? Did you see Dempsey outside the ring? He was like, "What the?"
Because she literally dropped her, went to do a pin, but then she got up before the 2. Yes, we are. She got up before the 2, but they still counted it as a 3. And I'm not talking about the person that was pinned. I'm talking about Izzy Dame. Let go and stood up. I'm sorry, moved back and still counted as 3.
That's what happens when you date,
Braun Breaker.
He breaks her head.
The commentators was even confused.
Looks, Brody. Next week, next Saturday.
The commentators was completely confused.
Everyone was confused. There was no pop. There was no cheer. Everyone was like, "What the?"
Is this like Charmel's match?
This was trash.
It didn't make no sense. Then the last match of the night, which was Garza versus the 3 Negroes.
Yo, I hate that black dude's outfit. Like, what is he doing, bro?
Yes.
Let's leave Saquon Sugars alone.
His last name is Sugars.
Sugars.
That's his
really his name? Saquon Sugars?
Look at that picture again.
Saquon Sugars. Want me to pull the picture back up? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he could be the 5-man tools partner now.
You know what? Y'all gotta stop talking about that 5-man tool, man. Okay, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. All right, can you please stop?
He got some sugar in it.
That's crazy.
Crazy because that's what's the ex-partner. That's the ex-partner.
Wait, who's ex-partner?
That's not Devon's ex-partner.
I'm trying to make sure this name is Saquon.
Did you just say that's Javon's last partner?
Ex.
Yeah, actually, yeah, his name is Saquon Sugars.
Saquon.
I mean, his government name is Copeland Barbie.
Oh, his last name is Barbie. He should definitely partner with the 5-tool player.
Yes.
He would love him.
Just a Barbie world.
He would love him. It's
Final countdown. Yeah, we got the crowd waiting.
In case anyone was wondering, I think that is the worst name ever in wrestling right now. Like,
he's not giving that name.
What name? Do we have an idea of those 4 guys? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
That is Saquon Sugars, Dion Lennox, and I don't know the other guys.
That sounds like a banker.
Taco.
Sorry, Cutler James and Osiris Griffin.
These dudes look like all people you make in WWE 2K custom. Like,
wow. These are the guys that you beat in, My Rise. Up to.
They're part of NXT Mutiny. Makes sense.
Yes.
Going against the Pokemon Evolve right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, we got the 3.
Enforcer. I am standing on it. Trick is the leader of this group. I'm standing on it.
I think Devon is.
I don't care.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. However, this is interesting. The next Tuesday, you want to cause chaos? Fine. How about next week in the parking lot? Now that's
real glass.
That's real dangerous. Glass. There's nothing more dangerous than the NSC parking lot. So I mean, you know. So I mean,
this man's turning on the Don soon anyway. So
yes, he is.
Yeah.
Or they're turning on him. One of the two.
So this is what's going down next week. As far as the match for Ricky Saints at Stand and Deliver, they're having a number 1's contenders fatal 4-way match.
Boo.
We already know that Ethan Page is winning.
You know it's going to be Ethan Page.
It's going to be a no decision.
I would rather it be. I would rather
it's going to be a 5-man ladder match.
Bro, please no. Please no.
That's what's going to happen. No decision 5-man ladder match.
How many multi-man matches is going to be a standard freaking Deliver?
You don't know what you're missing, Willis. You don't know what you're missing, brother. Some of the best women matches on the play.
No, seriously, but answer my question. How many multi-man matches are going to be, or multi-people matches are going to be on Stand and Deliver?
Is Teddy Long booking this?
The main event is 3. The women's match is 4. The North American title
is going to be 5.
It's 6.
Dude, it's WrestleMania 2000 all over again. That's all.
Yes.
Just an insert person here for just to be on be in the weekend.
That's all.
You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is.
Thank you, Ken.
I don't know who the last 2 are going to be for the North American title. We shall see. And that's that. Now,
Jesus, what a night!
Dynamite. Let's just start. Shibata versus Moxley. I know automatically All-Star hated that match.
Too short.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how many times Dynamite is Carmelo Hayes because it misses a lot. It claim somebody want to tell me it don't miss, but it misses a lot. It misses and this normally Dynamite starts very well. That's the one thing I give Dynamite most weeks. The first match is a banger match. Y'all played yourselves.
Yeah, that was bad. I've
played yourselves.
Bro, I've never seen them have a bad first match after a pay-per-view. Like, I don't know the last time I've ever seen that. And for them to basically have that happen,
I'm upset about it because they just waste Shibata on that situation. Shibata is a better wrestler. And then it was like 10 minutes. The match was like 10 minutes.
It's disrespectful to Shibata. Like, it's really, especially somebody who was literally looked at, and I use this comparison as the Brock Lesnar in Japan at one moment. Like you don't want to see this, man.
I've heard people literally I've heard people complain talking about, oh well, he no sold a pile driver and yada yada, and whatever from the demolition or whatever he never sold a pile driver and yada yada. And I'm like, listen, I've even seen people say like, oh, apparently, well, Hawk can draw money and is a legend, and I'm like, well, what about Shibata? I'm like, you realize Shinsuke Nakamura without a Shibata, right? Like, I'm just like trying to get.
We would not have Kenta without a Shibata. We wouldn't have Okada with a long title reign was a Shibata.
The disrespect to Shibata is insane. Like, I don't know what fans be saying sometimes. It's hilarious.
That Shibata is a real life mixed martial artist. I just want to be very clear.
Mm-hmm.
So what made me more mad that this match was short? It was short so we could bring the Young Bucks out so they can explain themselves.
Without explaining themselves, but it's for Hangman, by the way.
And a peace treaty.
Yeah, because you got ran out by the Death Riders, but the moment you come back, you want to be friends.
Now I might make All-Star happy on this situation because there's a little story here that people not remembering. The last person that saw Moxley, reason why this peace treaty was a guy named Jack Perry. Right before they had that, they had a face-to-face. He said
he grabbed him up, and then John tried to troll me. Yeah, I remember.
And then they went and start shredding receipts and all that stuff. There's still something here for those that don't remember. There's a lot of y'all that don't remember.
I like you, kid. But no matter what they say about you, I like you, kid.
Right.
I forget about that comment. I know I did it.
Right. So, but it's still like that match should have went in the middle of the show. Y'all was gonna do.
And Kenny Omega. Listen, love Kenny to death. I was about to fall asleep.
Yeah,
I was really about to fall asleep because I was trying to figure what the fuck are you talking about. I'm so sorry to say it like that, but I did not know what you were talking about.
He tried to make an OnlyFans reference. That was
right now they're so top heavy in AEW. They're just throwing everybody in every segment, and once again, count the people in this picture. The AEW really needs to figure out their championship situations, and Tony Khan has to stop promising when he signs them that he's going to put them in the title picture. Don't promise anyone that anymore, because you're obviously promising everybody you sign that they be put in some type of title contention.
Stop being Dixie Carter.
They're what they are teasing. They're really teasing, and I'm liking that they not touching each other. The Kenny Omega and Okada. They're really teasing this for it's going to be at all in.
And you're going to be title for title or unification to make it an intercontinental championship.
It'll be a unification.
Yeah. So
I mean, look, I love the intercontinental crown, but that's the thing. I love the continental crown thing, but the championship has only had 2 title holders. And I'll be honest with you, at this point, you need to just combine it with the international championship. Make it the Intercontinental Championship. If you're going to do a tournament, make a tournament. However, the person that's holding the title does not need to be in the damn tournament.
I was about to ask you that. When they do bring the titles together, do they keep the tournament?
Keep the tournament, but do not put the person that's defending the title in the damn tournament. Do not do that.
This should be the final boss.
Unless you're going to battle. What is it called? Battle City Riot? That shit. Battle Royal, that shit. That's the only way you can do that. If you're not going to do that, then do not sit there and take the title off the person that's already holding the title and then putting them in the tournament to fight for their own title.
Yeah,
now don't do Battle Riot. That was a one-time thing. You watched that, but that was a one-time thing. They never did that before, so don't do that and don't do it again because that the fact it didn't make nobody when you did you watched MLW.
I don't want to look at them no more.
So Swerve was in there, and then Pac came and tagged him out, but then something else happened. So during the match, there was a little spot where Pac was just on the ground, didn't know what the fuck was going on. He came back in, we finished the match, and automatically we knew that he was injured. We just knew that he was injured because he did not look good. They had the doctor looking at him.
2 things. He got concussed.
Nope.
That powerbomb or his ankle.
There you go. The belief amongst spoken is that the injury is ankle based. There's no word yet on how severe.
This man has missed the glass too.
Shout out to my bro Michael Bostic because we were talking earlier. He literally said that this man needs to go and not skip leg day anymore because he's always snapping his legs like twigs, and he's very top heavy. Granted, he's a big brawler guy, but his legs are like twigs. And it doesn't look like he has any type of strength in those legs for him to snap the way that they do all the freaking time. Now, it's either he's getting injured in his legs or he has a visa issue. This man cannot catch a break.
Yeah, because I think he should be bigger than the Trios title championship.
I don't care. At least it's one less person on TV during these championship matches. God,
yeah, but then you go use the Freebird rule, which means Moxley will be the champion.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. So this right here, he tried to apologize. I just want to let you know that I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it.
No, can we go with the beginning? He told him to sit his ass down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I do not know if we're really leaning towards Swerve and Hangman versus the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing.
Called this like a year ago.
That's definitely where we're going.
Oh God! Oh God! Listen, at this point, I wouldn't mind it just to get it over with. But listen, the long-term story building between these two with Swerve and Hangman. I can't even be mad at friends outside of. I can't be mad at this, bro. I really can't even be mad at it. From going to complete mortal freaking enemies to possibly end up working together. I can't even be mad at it at this point. That's one thing I'll let cook. The rest of the shit is really confusing at this point.
For mental health.
Mm-hmm.
His character is mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
All right, listen, guys. I need 4 thumbs up if we're going to bring Dark Kent back on the show. Okay, so 4 thumbs up, and we need 4 thumbs up.
I'm not in this. Nope.
We need 4 thumbs up, and we'll bring Dark.
Where did this come from?
No,
we need 4 thumbs up, and we'll bring Dark Kent back on the show.
No, I'm not doing this because I know. Even if I put my thumb and go with 1 down, I already know what's gonna be down. Yo, he called.
Hey, put us back up. Put us back up. Ja, I got you. Ja, you ready?
Yeah.
He called.
That's for you, not Ken. That's for you.
Costanza. I can't get that shit out of my head, bro.
Yo, he really said, I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Little George Costanza.
I'm just waiting for for anyone to admit that MJF.
It was a joke, Kimmy.
MJF's fall off is absolutely crazy right now.
Kimmy, it was something that happened on AEW.
We will never replace you, Kimmy. I love you.
Yeah.
My thing with MJF is I told Dan this. I don't like that they're trying to make him face again.
They're making they're turning him into a goofy ass character. Okay.
Well, the Hurt
Syndicate he's being our truth right now. They're making him our truth.
The Hurt Syndicate is not heels.
But they will be when they finally attack his ass.
Yes.
Who's this? Well, here's the thing.
Unless he gets a certain tag team partner. Shut up, John. Because I already know.
Oh, you already know. Oh, okay, got it. Because
So shush.
Yeah. Because I already know All Star's gonna be like, there's nobody can shut up, All Star.
He already said it. But
shut up, All Star. Yeah, exactly. Mute yourself. Shut up, All Star.
I want this.
But
I do want this though.
Give me Dynasty. Give me Dynasty. Give me Alexander Hammerstone versus Bobby Lashley.
He's in MLW. You can't have him.
I don't know. Is he? No, that was a one-off.
He was there.
Hey, listen.
He went back to MLW.
Listen.
You only got Rich Holiday. So
what are you talking about? Nice one. Kimmy, we would never replace you. Look, thumbs up.
I would never. You will automatically get a thumbs up. Unlike some people.
Nobody would be replacing you. If anything, Ja would leave when we bring Kent back. Nobody would.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would leave if you bring Kent back. You know what I'm saying?
See, look, Kandale's still a Kent guy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, we should bring Kent back for one episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When Cody reunion,
we should bring him back for WrestleMania live reaction.
If Cody wins at WrestleMania, we'll bring him the episode after. No live reaction. No live reaction. Cody wins at WrestleMania. How about that, John? Because you've been.
Are you willing?
Oh, so we're going to do
a gamble?
Okay. Oh wait, if
you really want to piss me off,
Cody,
how about that, John? No, you've been riding with John the whole time. Hey, if Cody wins, we bring Kento on the show.
And the whole episode.
Like Kendale said.
Okay, just one episode. Bet.
Wait.
If Cody wins, we will bring Dark Kent back on the show for one episode.
And you can't kick him off the entire episode.
31 minutes.
23 seconds and counting.
If Cody wins, the return of Kent, Dark Kent, that is.
Darth.
The next episode at the WrestleMania.
Darth. We're going to let him.
And we're going to advertise it like that too.
Yes, we are. All right.
Have y'all talked to him? We need to talk to him.
He actually hit me up the other day.
You don't have to. He's not going to say no. He's not going
to say no. He'll want to come back on. He hit me up the other day and told me that MJF using black scent is hilarious, by the way.
MJF using black face isn't. How about that? Next.
Okay. Lord. So, Chris Jericho.
Retire.
He had a crash down.
Stop talking. Chris Jericho retire. Anytime you say Chris Jericho on the show from now on, it will be followed with retire.
Unless you're bringing back the list. I don't talk about
that. Listen, but you saw when he left, though, he grabbed that thing and was signing like he was signing the list. That's all I'm going to say. So,
retire.
That's why he looked back with the camera and smirked. But only a few people caught that.
Because he just made a comment saying that he would not be opposed to returning to WWE. So,
go back. Go in the Hall of Fame.
No, don't go back. Because everybody that's been hating on this man for damn near 5, 6, 7 years, I want to hear the son of that glazing the man all of a sudden.
No. That will prove your point. That will prove your point for what you said earlier.
You know what? You're right. Go ahead. Let him come back. I want to see it.
That prove both of y'all point what y'all said earlier. If he goes back, that will prove to y'all tribalists. I was booing this man. I told him to go home. He come back. Yeah. No. You go home there too.
Now, I do want to talk about this match. The $400,000
what are you talking about this match for, bro?
Because I'm trying to understand these. All right, let me just say this. So them up top is shooting a promo in the hallway, right? That's regular. You know what I'm saying? Team Ricochet, apparently, right? Where the fuck are they at? Why are they in the sewer?
They're in the sewer, and guess what? Mike Bailey's barefooted.
Yeah, why is Mike Bailey barefoot in the damn sewer?
He can't afford kicks, bro. He told you.
He's off a speedball.
Bro, he told you if he wins this match, he's buying shoes.
I'm buying shoes. Will Ospreay say he's going to Disneyland. Kevin Knight say he's going to Magic City.
That's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mark Briscoe, I feel like I'm going to, diversify my portfolio.
That shit was hilarious.
These idiots have Beef Mortis on their team next.
So, yeah,
It was a great match.
Won the match, but we all got to talk about one particular spot.
Dude, that shit was so funny. I'm sorry.
Bald?
Yep.
Man, listen.
Just disrespectful.
I'm just gonna say this. Tony Khan, you're doing a great job with Ricochet. That's all I gotta say. Boom. You're really doing a good job with Ricochet because you're going into the heat that people do not like him, and you're using it for him, and he's taking that too.
You have to understand something. The heat with him is more so people enjoy making fun of him. Like, I don't know how that works. He's not being necessarily cheered or booed. He's being mocked every week.
I'm okay with that. Not to take what you just said not that long ago. Heat is heat.
Good for him.
Shout out to my bro D. He's putting in on IG. Bald.
Yes.
Bald. But yes, the last match of the night before we get out of here.
Boo. Boo. Boo.
Look,
Literally, I like watching Shibata put Moxley to sleep on the floor.
Good. Here's my thing though. After the match was Samoa Joe and them challenging them for the trio titles. So with Pac being out,
and Moxley's
gonna be a double champion for a night,
or unless they add a new member.
Oh God,
yeah. Who's gonna be the new member? Jack Perry.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm
also thinking.
No, hold on. Moxley's not going to be a double champ. He's going to be in the match. The Ops are winning those belts.
You think?
Yes.
I wouldn't be opposed to the Ops winning.
No. Get those belts off them. They had those shits for the whole year.
The Ops are winning those belts. Hook is still seen as a star in this company as far as the future. They're not. He's getting that belt. He has. He has two mentors who fit his style. Like if he grew into even 70% of the wrestler Shibata is, or 60% of what Samoa is, he'd be great for the rest of his career. So
he already got his daddy's suplexes. All he gotta do is get Samoa Joe's
personality. Samoa Joe's personality and Shibata's striking.
Yeah.
If he has those striking techniques, he'd be lit.
Yeah.
And the walk away. Keep the walk away.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first time that we've ever been on 6 different platforms. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, shout out
at 2 hours and 30 something.
That's not you. I mean, you kept talking. What do you want me to do? With that being said, we are at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? It is the
all y'all who tuned in tonight and really stayed with us. Don't forget, put wolves in the chat for the pack. Let me see the wolves in the chat for the pack.
Sure, I'm telling you, I'm making that design tonight.
Say less. That's your final thoughts?
Oh no! Also, I'm sending a design to Enforcer. I will have a shirt for my birthday. I'm trying to get it done within this week. I was supposed to send it to him my last conversation. I forgot. But the wolves in the chat just reminded me that's my birthday, and I may want to push a T-shirt. So we're gonna do that too. My birthday is April 19th. Day 1 of WrestleMania. Feel free to wish me happy birthday. I'll probably come on the live reaction for no reason other than it's my birthday. And make fun of a bunch of people, including my co-hosts who I love. But on the show, I make fun of everybody. So I think everybody should be okay. Kimmy, thank you for putting wolves in the chat, although you could have came on the show, but hey. And shout out to everybody. And shout out to the fact that Kent should be here in 2 weeks. That's going to be fun. That's my guy.
You know what? I hate you so much.
I got an album coming. I have an EP coming out with a German producer named Laurent on the 19th. That should be fun. And I love my wife. My wife is very patient. Thank you.
Queen.
I got a feeling like she's trying to tell you to get off, so I'm going to hurry up and get you out of here. Okay. Dan, what is your final thoughts?
Jericho retire. Guys, Mother's Milk, hit them with it. And then also come check out the lives WrestleMania weekend. I know we're going to do for Saturday and Sunday. I'm not sure if we're going to do it for Saturday morning yet. Not sure about that.
We are not live reacting to NXT. Feel better, Kimmy. You should have came on here and said where my dog's at, though. That would have been
good.
You just not too much on my cousin. Not too much on my cousin.
So if you got Twitch, come follow me on Twitch where my homeboys come on. We watch some old wrestling and react to them. Like,
I'm gonna have to do that one time. I'm gonna have to do that this week for my birthday week. Let me come on.
Just tell me what match you want to watch.
It gotta be a Shawn Michaels match. Put on.
All right. So I had already suggested that we had do Bianca versus Sasha Banks Mania. But
then mine's gonna be
you can definitely pick a Shawn Michaels match.
I need a Shawn Michaels match.
And I'm doing Brett and Stone Cold.
Woo. Yes,
that's gonna be a nice match.
This is Mania.
Okay. So where my Wolves at?
Shout out to my brothers here. Keep it going. They close to 200 episodes. I like to put that out there. We getting close. Support indie wrestling. Support wrestling. Stop being a freaking hater. Know it all. Be a fan again. So stop getting our fans. All right. And one more thing. Yeah. JD from New York. Shut the fuck up. Get some pussy.
There we go.
There you go.
My final thoughts. Fuck JD from New York.
I'm done with you.
Yeah.
JD from New York is a bitch. JD in New York doesn't get no pussy. JD from New York is a crybaby ass motherfucker who wants to get on to YouTube channels and literally cry all throughout a pre-show about a show that he doesn't really freaking like, and then wants to go on his own platform and then crash out because apparently he's upset at the ending of Dynasty. And then wants to complain about, oh, these people had me watching for 5 hours. But the funny fact is, your ass didn't have to watch. You just sat there and chose to watch. So quite frankly, go fuck yourself. You're a bastard. You're a bitch. And you probably can't get no girl in your life. The girl that you probably had probably cheated on you with Swerve. Whoever knows. I don't know. You probably couldn't even pull a girl like Mercedes if you wanted to. And I'm pretty sure she can probably fuck anybody. Whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter to me. All I know is, my other final thoughts is this. You tribalistic people, we already discussed you. We're no longer going to be discussing you anymore. We're going to try not to discuss you about next week.
We're going to clip all that so that way we can just hit the replay button.
Yeah. What I do also want to sit here and say, what else am I forgetting? To you Facebook groupies, Facebook wrestling groupies. Just to let you guys know that these promotions are not going to pay for your funeral expenses when you fuck with me. That's just one. Another thing. I am a big motherfucker in real life. So if I feel like power bombing you through a canvas, I will power bomb you through a canvas. Another thing, Jobber Tears 5 is coming up very soon. We will all be in attendance. Shout out to my sister Janelle. Shout out to everybody at Jobber Tears Podcast. We love y'all. We definitely going to be pulling up to support. We definitely going to be pulling up with trying to interview some people, whatever the case may be. We definitely going to get something popping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. My sister literally busts her ass every freaking year for this event, and I just want to give her flowers for that. Okay, I really want to give her flowers for that. Other thing I want to talk about. Fuck Dark King. The other thing I want to talk about.
Love
yeah,
fuck
Dark,
CM Punk.
He's coming on the show.
Fuck CM Punk. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Kimmy Fatu is a 4'11" midget. All-Star gets on my last nerves. Dan is white.
The show.
Dan is white. Enforcer's old. And as far as this background,
Thursday,
I mean, I look good with this beard. You know what I'm saying? And
live, you can follow
shout
us
to that purple in the corner that All-Star made. You know what I'm saying? And
Instagram.
Talking.
And
also next week, don't forget to put Wolves in the chat for the pack.
Make sure you put Wolves in the chat for the pack. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, just want to let everybody know, I love all of y'all. I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? By the way, this weekend I will be at my cousin's wedding. Shout out to my cousin David, who's getting married. You know what I'm saying? Gonna turn up. Yeah, you might see some pictures of me in a suit. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of shout out to my best friend who's supposed to become doing my hair. And shout out to my ex-girlfriend. You're great.
Oh, bye.
Shout out to shout out to my old job.
How did this start?
Mute him.
Final countdown, yeah, we got the crowd waiting. Every Thursday 7:30-ish, and the show is stacked. Go and run.
Shout out to All Star for hitting the in button. I'm done. Shout out to Kimmy, who hasn't been on the show in a while, but I still love her. You know what I'm saying? Am I missing anything? Shout out to Heels for Life. Shout out to Embrace Your Thirst. Shout out to Kim
Final countdown, yeah, we got the crowd waiting. Every Thursday.
Shout out to that whoop.
Final countdown, yeah, we got the crowd waiting.
Shout out to the other side.
Final countdown, yeah, we got the crowd waiting.
Shout out to the Dire Wolves.
Final countdown, yeah, we got the crowd waiting.
Dire Wolves are back from extinction. Shout out to them. All right, on that note, I am out of here. Peace. Oh, wait, it didn't do it. My bad. All right, now I'm out.
Final countdown, yeah, we got the crowd waiting. Every Thursday 7:30-ish, and the show is stacked. Go and run and tell a friend we back. It's the Wolfpack.